Hello, everybody, and welcome to the last panel. And tonight we have a special show where we are going to be honoring a tier list of one of the Mount Rushmore of 90s action heroes. You had Stallone, Schwarzenegger, you had Van Damme, and the last but certainly not least was Steven Seagal. From his first movie, Above the Law, to his last movie, Beyond the Law. Whenever his kill switch was engaged, he was out for a kill, driven to kill, and hard to kill. All titles of his movies. Would always with a code of honor.
He was also
all used with 3 words.
When he went out for justice, he used his code of honor.
Especially when he was marked for death.
Oh, that one's so good, dude.
Or he was under siege, you know.
He was definitely under
1
siege.
and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
But as always, I am joined by the best panel in YouTube. And starting first, right next to me, the one and only Labs Comics fan. How are you doing today, sir?
We are awesome, man. When you get energized with bad movies, there's nothing like them. There's nothing like it, because some of these I can't even believe. I'm like, this might be my favorite thing that I've seen. This is one of the worst things I've ever, like, the amount of deityism that he admonishes upon himself in some of these movies.
Even like the one movies where
amazing.
he doesn't do anything, he still has it all admonished upon him. But yeah.
It's so good. It's so good, man.
And,
I'm all right. Good. I'm good.
And right below him, we have the one and only, the man who is never wrong.
Never wrong.
Loves movies. How are you doing today, sir?
You know what? I don't know about energized being the right word in my case for watching these, but that was sure an experience to go back and rewatch some of these, because it has been so long since I've seen them, and it was kind of fun to go back and rewatch some of them. I did have a good time for the most part watching them, so I am looking forward to talking about this. But overall, man, doing good, and let's have some fun.
And
you
right
watched them wrong, Bob. You watched them incorrectly.
No, I am never wrong.
I took that. I'm taking a page from Gray's book. You misunderstood the homework.
No, I didn't misunderstand, because, like I said, off camera here, is that when it comes to Seagal, they're all bad. But you have, have different rankings of it. To where, when it comes to Seagal, an S tier is a whole nother level that's just awesome still.
Yes, it is.
But with Seagal,
good.
With Seagal, you have to treat it like the special class I had to take during the summer. You grade on a curve, so that way.
And you mentioned the Mount Rushmore. I mean, a lot of these actors were kind of like that. Like Van Damme, I would argue that Bloodsport is a terrible movie, but it is so freaking awesome still. It doesn't matter that it's bad. It's freaking awesome.
The thing that I think is the big deal that when it comes to this is the layers that you have of this guy, right? He's already, don't get me wrong, he is the first outsider gaijin to have a dojo in Japan, but it's Aikido. Like, anything if MMA has taught us, if it works, they'll use it. They ain't using it. And the level of badassitry that he expounds about himself is like, and like just the myth of this man. Like first he was Italian, then he was Indian, then he was Native American. Now I'm Russian, man. Like like we've seen him dancing like this with people, eating giant carrots for no reason with weird people. Like that's why I think when we look at the Mount Rushmore and you name all that, that's the only thing that keeps him there. It's not the movies.
I don't know, man. So I wasn't looking forward to this, but what can I say? Watching these 15 in like the last 72 hours, man, I am on board the Seagal train, and this train is going to some dark territory. I'm telling you, it is amazing. I'm a fan, dude. I'm all on board again. It revitalized my love for the man, and
Okay,
I can't
great.
wait to rank some of these with you guys.
You're gonna go out and start wrist locking dudes like and fucking
Use their own momentum. It's they'll help me out. It's nice.
They're black and just slick
Fucking hard
straight
to
back.
kill.
Like
when he was doing this thing and Hard to Kill, when he was prepping, getting himself all.
Oh, I
backed
thought
up,
you were talking about what he was running.
like, dude, it was so good.
It's hard to know because he makes the same motions for everything and the same facial expressions.
Yet
for
he's
everything
so
too.
iconic. Come on, can you name anybody else who has a run that's more iconic? I'd say no. What about that little flippy move? What about the really fast little slap punch?
You said a run that is more iconic. I mean,
Tom Cruise,
Jet Li,
Stallone.
Jet Li has a run of movies that
we'll
are
have to compare.
way better.
Like
we should do a tier list of that. Who's got the tier list of
we
runners?
might have to do a 90s action star tier list. We might have to do it.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, are they?
I'm down for that.
Okay, we
I
might.
think
We
there's
might
no
have
might.
to do it.
That's on
I will
schedule.
say, out of those, the four, the big four of the 90s.
Well,
the
do
one
we
thing I
include
noticed about-
Jackie Chan in there though? Because like he was pretty big.
Yeah, I would
in the
include him.
90s.
Well, it
Mid-90s
depends on
and
what you're defining it like. Is it 90s American? Because it was.
Well, I'm
Jackie
saying
Chan
for
really
his
didn't break
American
it.
releases.
Oh,
Like
gotcha,
Rumble in the
gotcha.
Bronx, Operation Condor, all
Yeah,
that. Like that got him like Mr. Nice Guy, the tuxedo, the Shanghai. That got him those roles.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's
which
also
were
kind of what
American movies.
ruined Seagal and Van Damme's like image. If you look at it, once we discovered Chinese martial arts in America in a widespread audience, it's like it's hard to watch Under Siege when you watch
Right.
Rumble in the Bronx,
But
or
at
you
least-
watch Fist of Legend, or along those lines.
But at least the thing with Van Damme though is you talk to any martial artist like Chuck Norris, anybody, they would tell you like anytime he sparred with anybody, he had actual fighting experience.
Well, he
Like-
would fight anybody too.
Yeah,
Like, I've heard that
and he
multiple
wasn't
times.
afraid. Like Chuck Norris even said, he was amazed at how unafraid he was and how
Yeah.
natural he was. So he knew, and he was like with Steven Seagal, he's like, you don't really know because all of his action scenes are so quick cutted, like that you don't, except for when he does like a wrist lock into a
Okay.
freaking break their wrist thing.
You
Don't
understand.
argue with Chuck
He's a
Norris.
triple threat.
Don't argue. No, Gray. No. You
makes
don't
his
get
own
to argue
films.
with Chuck
He
Norris.
also wants editing rights. Come on,
Dude,
So-
listen, when you get your own TV show and you sing your own theme song, Gray, then you can argue with Walker
he
Texas
has
Norris.
done that too.
You
Okay.
don't argue
Okay.
with Texas Norris.
So
We're
as
getting ahead of
usual, we're going to go through first, and we'll start with you, Laps. What was your first experience with the greatness that is Steven Seagal?
The first movie, I know I saw it on video. I didn't see any of his movies in theater, I don't believe.
Okay.
I don't think so. But I know I saw them on video afterwards. Yeah.
Now
so
you mentioned, I don't know if I've ever seen him in movie theater either.
No, I've never gotten the grace to see such a face on a screen that massive.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean? Oh, come on! I just didn't see it. Did you,
You were
see
in
him in the
Under
theater?
Siege years. You were
I know
in
I
the
was. I could have
executive
seen it.
decision years.
But
But
I
I guess
didn't.
you didn't like Kurt Russell films, so fair enough.
No,
Well, if
but
you went
I
to the
also
bathroom, you
also
missed Steven Seagal's part.
loved heroin too. So at that point, my
Better to do it in the movie theater.
You would have been one of the guys Steven Seagal goes after when he was in multiple of his.
Well, maybe not, because we saw a scene where an old lady was smoking some crack and he was just shooting people in the head, and she just stayed there.
Because if you're not dead, he didn't want you dead. That's what's
Right.
important.
So, like, maybe he was just going after the pushers, not the guy on it.
He had a
So-
code of honor, so to speak.
Bob, what was your first experience with Steven Seagal?
Probably with Under Siege, I think was probably my first, because I was a little late to the party. I was late to the party on a lot of these guys because I'd end up watching their movies like on TV when they would edit them for television and stuff like that. That's where I saw them mostly. But I remember, Arnold, Stallone, Van Damme. Those were three I was familiar with beforehand. Probably wasn't until Under Siege that I became familiar really with who he was. And then I watched a lot of his films. Now, to be honest, that several of these I hadn't seen in years. And so it was cool rewatching them because it kind of reawakened some feelings I had when I did watch them originally for the first time, because as bad as some of them are, you can't help but enjoy them because they're still cool. It's like what I said about Bloodsport earlier. I think it's a bad movie, but it's freaking awesome. And that's the way some of these were. They were just awesome. And I felt that when I was a kid that they were awesome. I didn't really realize they were bad. I just thought they were cool. And then now looking through it through a different lens, it was like, oh God, yeah, these are really bad, but it's still cool. Oh.
Great. Same question to you. When did the first time did you get to meet the Seagal himself?
Ooh. I am not sure of the year, but I don't know. My parents were divorced, so like every other weekend I go over to my dad's house. We'd like rent DVDs or tapes or something, depending on what year it was. But yeah, his way of bonding with us was to like watch action movies. So we went through like all of the big 80s stars. And I thought we were done with all of it. It's like, oh, okay, so there's no more action movies. And then he told me about this one guy and he told me in earnesty that this guy does real martial arts, though. And then he showed me Above the Law. It started with the initial one. I don't know when the first thing was, but it was kind of my introduction to real film martial arts. I was real young. I don't know exactly how young, but yeah, man, I started at the beginning. And what can I say? It's been a fun journey that I kept out of touch with him for quite some time, but I'm back on board. All I can say is choo choo. Let's go.
Like that long lost girlfriend from college.
when you hung out with like your dad on, like you said, you watched movies. I guarantee you, none of his movies that he wanted were anywhere on your list. I'm assuming they became on your list later, but they weren't on Little Gray's list at that time.
No,
hey, good thing
but
you had
I
your
gotta
dad,
admit,
dude. Because I mean, look what he introduced you to. This is a whole new world for you, man.
Well, I dug Above the Law. I got to be honest, and I was like, oh, and that dude can actually do that. Like he's really destroying people's stores and making him do flips and stuff. But yeah, and I found out it was staged.
No.
What?
No. That's all real, dude. And there is a thing that we are going to talk about, which is going to be, I think, awesome for you guys. And the lore that you can create with this is actually fun. And this is something that me and my friends did back like in my really bad stoner days. What we did, and we'll talk about this later, but this will get you thinking first. We took like Steven Seagal and we did this with Van Damme, and we played like, if the guy was the same character just by different names because he was so undercover, where does it start, right? And where does it end? So in chronological order, yes, his movies came out in the year, but like if you look Marked for Death, that actually took place in the early 80s because he was in the coma for 7 years. So like, is that the first like Steven Seagal movie? Like, is that in the lineage? And where does he ultimately come to where he is beyond the law? He's turned bad, everyone.
Okay, I'm excited for this. I have some thoughts on that. But Warren, sir, I don't think you told us. How did you meet the man, the myth, the legend?
He already knew when he was born.
Yeah, that's no. We had a satellite, one of those big old satellite dishes when I was young, and one of the channels we had was HBO, and that's where I first got to see Out for Justice, and then it was just kind of getting to watch all of the other stuff, Above the Law, Marked for Death, or not Hard to Kill, and that's where I started first. Those movies, Above the Law, Hard to Kill, and Out for Justice, were the ones that I was first really introduced to. And then that's when Under Siege came around. It's like, oh, hey, it's Steven Seagal's new movie kind of deal. And then I kind of fell off. I want to say, I don't know which one was the last one. It was either Fire Down Below or the On Deadly. I think it was On Deadly Ground was when I kind of fell off and didn't really pay much more attention. And then until we came to this list, and I had to force myself to watch all these. And my dad came over to visit. He's just like, "Why are you watching this? This is terrible." I'm like, "I have to for a show, Dad."
I forced myself. I came up with this topic, and I'm making myself do it.
It looks so good on paper.
Well, when you say it out loud, it sounds amazing.
It does.
And then you have to put it into practical motion, and then you have to apply that practical motion into sitting and watching this stuff.
Yeah, then ranking it, stuff that like I don't like any of this, and I have to rank it.
And it was your idea.
I know.
You know, Derek.
myself.
Derek told me, he asked me. He's like, "Are they paying you to watch all these?" I'm like, no.
Well,
No,
I mean,
here's the
karmically,
best-
yes, you're
here's-
getting karma off of watching Seagal. I mean, we're all doing him a good favor these days.
Yeah.
You could be like, dude, that show's so stupid, dude. They don't even know if we actually watch any of the stuff we talk about.
True.
Except for
I wa-
Gray.
I
Gray.
almost
I know.
want to watch all of his straight to DVDs just to figure out when was the time period he started wearing a diaper quite a bit. Because
Sniper.
Sniper was the diaper. Okay.
Yeah, because I actually Code of Honor is not the movie I was actually thinking about. So remember I was telling you about the gun
Yeah.
and like him having it's Sniper.
Okay.
And I got it mixed up, but I'm glad I got it mixed up because when I watched Code of Honor, I was like, this might be one of the best movies that's ever been made.
It's a new favorite of mine. But Sniper, I wish we got to see it. I got to see a bunch of screenshots from it, and it is like literally the worst beard I have ever seen. It is so fake.
Dude, it apparently like it was so bad filming with him, like he wouldn't even do scenes where he had to walk down a hall. And it's like clearly another dude because, like I said, like you could see the hat. It's a completely different fucking hat. And the dude looked at like the ponytail's like over here, and it's like paper thin, and like oh god, like it's just hilarious.
Some of them, it's like you could tell that they picked a stunt actor to do certain stuff he couldn't do, like kicks and stuff. But that person weighs like 50 pounds less than he does. So
It's
it's
the way
just
he
like
sees himself.
all of a sudden it's just like this thin guy does a spin kick and then it comes back and he's like
Right, like I said, there's always in every Steven Seagal movie, there's always one person who is telling him, like, or not him, but describing him to someone else or something like he is the most amazing thing on the face of the earth. And we talked about this back, like behind stage, like the scene in Hard to Kill when the nurse is like, it's 7 years later and he's got this Jesus thing going on, right? And she's like, goes up to him and she was like, how would you like some pussy? Some little pussy. And she puts a cat on him. And you're like, this is going somewhere. And she's like, oh, you have so much to live for. And she lifts up the thing, looks at his dick, and she's like, oh, please wake up. Please wake up. What the?
That gets you fired.
And there's like,
you gotta understand.
But there's stuff like that in every movie.
He is a writer. He's an author. You don't understand. So
he is a blues musician, sir.
He's everything, man. He is an artiste. So he did Saturday Night Live in the early '90s, from what I understand,
was the worst guest ever.
He was trying to, shape the sketches so much because he wanted to contribute. He just knew how his character should be received, and he did get a lifetime ban because of it. But it's because he has so much input in every script he does. Man, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, you can tell.
He knows how the
Yeah, you could definitely tell.
I mean,
it's
I
hard
totally
to tell some of the movies
get it.
apart from each other.
I 100% get it. Like the one guy that they got, the drill sergeant guy. You've seen him in everything.
Early Army.
Yeah, so like whenever he's describing Steven Seagal to the other guys, he's like, "This man is a myth. He's a legend. He could disappear in Antarctica if he puts set in Antarctica with a bikini and a toothpick. He'll come back with $1 million smile on his face." And like, fuck you, look at my dick.
No, you don't understand. He's the kind of guy who would drink gasoline just to piss on your fire. I can't remember how he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was shocked to find out
just to piss on
that,
your.
I was shocked to find out that he directed on Deadly Ground.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was his magnum opus.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Oh
that.
yeah,
It's
he
like,
did
wow.
everything. He was Tommy Wiseau before Tommy Wiseau was Tommy Wiseau.
I can see the influence.
Yeah, they're both enigmas. Like, and there was some Tommy Wiseau acting. On which one? On Deadly Ground. That's the one with the hand slap fight, right?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Michael
Dude,
Caine's the
whenever
bad guy.
that whole scene, right, is just. I don't even know what to say about it. Like,
Dude, it's awesome though. You get Mike
all
Starr,
he says, he's just like, "What does it take? Change to something of a man." And the guy's like, "I need time to change." It's like- and he puts his hand on his shoulder, and this dude was just like the most racist dude ever, pushing
Not anymore.
pushing the dude down.
It's
And
gonna
then
take him some time, but
dude,
not
as
anymore.
as soon as that was done, the Indian dude puts his hand on him, delivers this line like Tommy was. He's like, "Oh, you're going on a great journey," and dude, Seagal looks like he doesn't give a shit. Right? He's looking over here, looking over there.
You forgot about that whole cupcake run that was going on where he.
Yeah, but that's after that. That's after.
But
he
they
already
brought up
made the guy.
cupcakes. I'm just saying.
But
he,
no,
it was
dude.
elsewhere
He's
in
like,
his
you
mind.
gotta go on a magical journey. All this stuff, and watch it. Seagal's got his arm around him. He's just looking like, I don't give a shit what this dude is saying. Get me to the next scene. Is there titties in this next scene?
Possibly.
That
He did
dude,
direct it.
there's titties in every Seagal movie. He's like, this is
not
the only way I
everyone,
get
but
to
pretty close.
This is the only
Yeah.
way I get to see him. So there's gonna be titty in this movie. Legally not allowed within 5 feet of any tits. Oh no!
There's accusations. Some people might have known.
Dude,
But,
the Rob Schneider story on Howard Stern is one of the funniest fucking stories. Go look that up. The Steven Seagal Rob Schneider story. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good.
There's a bunch of interactions and stories. He is the man of myth and legend. So
Yeah.
I think you know where I stand with the man. But
I know you do.
you know,
You love him.
the audience wants to know even more, though. But they want to know where you stand, and maybe you can't quite bring yourself to say it
I know
aloud.
where
So
this is going.
there's a different way that we could go about this scientifically, if you will.
Ah,
Oh,
And,
all right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. So, Warren, sir, I kind of wanted to start with you. So,
Okay, perfect.
sir, you create amazing comics. You create these characters for there. I would have to think that a lot of time and effort kind of goes into creating a character, something to make some kind of impact. I just want you to rank, without knowing what's coming next, 1 through 5, your favorite character that Steven Seagal has played.
Okay, perfect.
First one, Mason. Gino Polino. Come on, man. You got the alliteration in there. This is from one of the
Tommy Salami.
great ones. It's from Out for Justice. They took his partner. They made one mistake. They left him alive. Where would you put Gino Felino?
Since
as
this
far as,
is my favorite movie of his, I will put this at number 1.
number 1? Okay. Good to know. Let's go ahead and see the next slide. Okay. The character
It's the same
Oren
goddamn
Boyd.
movie cover.
They mostly are.
Well, they're all the same movie,
really. He doesn't change costume like much.
Widow's Peak kind of changes sometimes the length of the leather jacket. But Oren Boyd from Exit Wounds, it's the one with the MX. He's not a perfect cop, but he's a damn good one. Oren Boyd. Where would you rate that character?
I'm going to rank this one at 2.
2. Okay. I think, if I remember right, this one is Lap's favorite. It's Colonel Robert Sykes. He didn't wear this outfit in the movie, but he was a colonel.
Did not.
He couldn't fit
I'm
in
sure
an outfit
at
like
some
that.
point he wore an outfit like this, but the character from Code of Honor. He's got sniper capabilities. He enjoys a cigar. Where would you put Colonel Robert Sykes?
I'll put this one at 4.
4. Okay. We've got another fun name. Forrest Taft from On Deadly Ground. So, in the Alaskan wilderness, one man stands between greed and disaster. That is Forrest Taft.
Half Italian, half Indian. I'll go 3 with Forrest Taft.
3. Ooh, meaning, wow. Sadly, that means your least favorite character is Agostino Finn Adair.
Yes, that is true. That is my least favorite character.
It's from Beyond the Law. But as Labs points out, he's got one of the most memorable voices ever.
Dude,
the performance,
best
he really
Rhodes.
stretched on this one. So fair enough. Okay.
I'm going to take that championship from you, Hogan. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what I'm going to do.
I appreciate that, Labs. I didn't notice that observation, and you got me, man.
And
that is 100% Dusty Rhodes.
Not that
it totally is.
Again.
It's totally Dusty Rhodes.
All right, Bob, I think we need to get to know you just a little bit better. I'm not going to have you judge character. I think you're a good judge of character, but man, it seems like you know your way around some dialogue. So I wanted you to rank one of your favorite Steven Seagal quotes without knowing what's coming next.
Dialogue?
Just 1 through 5. He quotes a lot of stuff. So first one, Mason Storm. That's for my wife. Fuck you and die.
I'm trying to remember which one was this in. This was
he's Mason Storm.
This was out for a kill.
This is Hard to Kill, right?
Hard to Kill. Yeah, I was like,
this is Hard to Kill. Okay. I remember which one was that. Okay. Yeah, for this one, I'll put this one at number 3.
3, middle of the road. Okay. Next, we're going with On Deadly Ground. This is Forrest Taft. Well, let's see. That's Natives 8, Oil Workers 0. Anyone else want to play with Cupcake?
Well, with a line of dialogue like that, that's easily a number 2.
I know. It's 2. Gotcha.
That is the giant
That makes
piece of
sense. Okay, at number 3, we have, it's from either the movie Cartels or Killing Salazar, depending on when you got the direct-to-DVD thing. The quote is, "This is the fucking come to Jesus moment, and I was not born on a fucking turnip truck, and I was not born at night. I was born on a bright fucking sunny day, man."
Oh, number 1.
Number 1.
Oh,
It's a great quote.
How can it not be with the poetry that is?
No, dude. No. You can never no, dude. Grade's gonna get you, man. He's gonna get you.
I don't know about that. So now Casey Ryback, Krill's a maniac. Go tell the captain he spit in my soup. Get my pies out of the oven.
A 4.
4. That's respectable. Okay. Which does mean your least favorite quote is Steven Seagal as Alexander in A Good Man. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, because now I will snatch every motherfucking birthday.
Told you.
We didn't get a chance to watch this film, but it's just a non sequitur. The guy is just talking about something, and his response to it is, well, I'm going to snatch every motherfucking birthday. Fair enough. It might be a deep cut, but you need to watch that movie just to get that as a reaction. It is worth seeing. But thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
I think we have learned quite a bit about you. Which now it brings us to you, Lapsed. Everyone's a favorite, and some would call you the unofficial scholar of, Seagal, if you will, a Seagaler. But all I'm going to ask you to do, Lapsed, is just the exact same thing that Bob did. Just rank which Steven Seagal quote is your favorite. And I know that you like his back catalog, so I dug deep. First one, it's from Fire Down Below. I think, Junior, if your daddy knew how stupid you were, he'd trade you in for a pet monkey.
That's a 3. That's a 3. That's
3.
good.
Okay.
Because I could see him saying it. He's looking very confused. He's also looking like he just needs to shit real bad.
That's his move. It's a small
diaper when he says it.
Yeah. So
all right. Fair enough. Gino Felino, everyone's favorite. Tell your brother I'm going to cut off his head and piss down his throat.
Oh, that's not as there's better. So I will say 5.
5. Wow, Gino Felino, not
Gino
even
Felino,
making it.
Joey Pot of Coffee, fucking Tommy Salami, all those guys, they suck.
Okay. Well, now we're getting a little bit more contemporary. This is within, I think, the last 25 years. So we're going as Oren Boyd from Exit Wounds.
Jesus God.
I'd like to make something very clear. I don't have rage. I'm a happy guy. You see this face? This is a happy face. You all would be lucky to be as happy as I am.
Number 2.
What do you think?
Number
2. Okay.
I gotta add the rest of
course,
that
in his anger
dialogue
management class.
You got to add the rest of that dialogue or a little bit later where he says, see how happy I make everybody?
It's a memorable scene. All right, Lapsed. This one comes from Fire Down Below and Jack Taggart. When it's over, you can go to your favorite proctologist and get a nice soothing ointment and rub it in the hole that hurts most. How do you want it? How do you want it? Where would you rank that one there, Labs?
4.
4. Yeah.
I don't know.
Which actually,
right.
I think this has sealed it with fate because you have talked about this particular line before. This by default makes it your favorite. So it does come from Steven Seagal as Agostino Finn Adair from Beyond the Law. I feel like I'm talking to a retarded child. Don't do nothing. I need time to think about this. You don't do nothing. Don't do fucking nothing. Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking to a retarded child.
Fair enough.
freaking
You should
Shakespeare,
do it in the
man.
Randy Rhodes.
Don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. Don't fucking nothing. Hulk Hogan.
I'm telling you, man, this is freaking Shakespeare, man.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
that's but one of the best lines of when I saw I died. I was
just think
laughing
it's-
so hard.
I think it's funny. Just Gray reading them is a better delivery than Seagal gave on most of those lines.
Dude, he didn't even know
Well,
what he was doing half of the time.
I'm trying to enunciate. He has a certain way of like whisper mumbling that just it works perfectly.
Dude,
But in this one, it was a little
goatee
different.
Mustache thing he's got going, it looks like a giant onion ring. You know, like someone just deep fried the front of his face. Like, the fucking thing cracks me up, bro. Love the blind
Well,
fight.
thank you, Lapsed.
Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff there. Very good.
Yes. Oh, that worked out so
was
well.
supposed to leave the stage. There we go. Hit the wrong
That
button.
worked out really well. It did.
Yeah, I
That
think
is one of
really
my
shows
favorite lines.
people what we enjoy about this. So yeah, thank you guys for submitting to science.
All right, shall we get started on this tier list?
Oh,
We
we
have
need
to.
to.
Sure.
Let's do this.
Oh, wait. Before we start, I wanted to tell you. So my wife gets she's a product tester, right? So she gets like a ton of stuff.
Oh hell yeah.
And she was like, "Hey, I got this Lord of the Rings makeup kit." And she was like, "Do you want the box to display?" And I'm thinking, why would I display a makeup box?
You need people to know what
Right.
rouge you use.
And she goes, "Oh, here, look." And I went, "What?" So this is what it came in. Like
Oh,
a
wow.
golden
I mean-
embossed. So watch this though. This is the best part. It has one of those magnet doors on it, right? Like this. Now inside, in golden embossed, in etching, is the whole Middle Earth map.
Oh, that's cool.
wow.
That's
I
kind
like
of
that.
cool, man.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Like that's really neat. And I was like, and it was loaded with makeup. She did like the pricing out. It was like $700 worth of stuff.
Damn.
And
Wow.
it came with this bag too, like this thing, this like Lord of the Rings Hobbit bag. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat.
Huh.
But I was so confused when I saw this because doesn't this look like something amazing? They would put like all 3 books in a big giant oversized Bible or something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, because I thought I was like, wow, because even like here where like it has like the name of whatever the thing is, it says the Fellowship of the Ring, and it's got like you could see in the back like the map, and then it's got the Elvish on here, and there's like this monogram cutout of the Fellowship walking, and you see other things in the background, like all through the thing. I know it doesn't show up on camera, but it's insane, dude. The amount of detail on this thing.
That's like something you would get like the special 20th anniversary extended 4K Blu-ray,
Right.
or
Something, and it's huge, dude. It's huge. It's like 28 inches tall. I was so confused. I was like, what makeup? Why? Because I'm thinking, why would I? I'm thinking like the thing like this big. Like,
well, like there's like 20 females who would enjoy Lord of the Rings would probably love that makeup kit. So it's like,
well, I guess the colors are. I guess from what she said, it's just different colors with Lord of the Rings like themed palettes. Like it's just regular makeup, apparently. Like it's just regular makeup, just
awesome.
With like different things that it's on. Like they had this one thing where all the eyeshadow circles, they were like the rings of power. It was like, okay,
that's fun.
I guess I just like the box. I was very surprised. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, what I was talking about from earlier. I was so confused.
That is very cool.
It's cool and confusing because you wouldn't think it would be that awesome. Yeah. So, all right, Gray, you're the worker of the thing tonight.
Okay.
Oh, look at that, dude. Look at
wow.
Seagal.
Yeah, it's the Segalith. If it's
Aikido approved.
Yeah, we got a big ponytail energy, or Seagal, or you could go dollar store Aikido, or for the love of God, Steven. I think you get what we're going here for. But if you get a better pun, please.
Amazing.
Those were
no, that's amazing.
Quick ones.
That's bravo.
No, that's awesome, man.
Bravo.
So the way that before Warren takes us over, so the way that we do our tier list for anybody who's watching who hasn't seen, and also subscribe to the channel, make comments, guys. We'll talk to you. It's a lot of fun. The way we do the stuff is that we all vote on the tier, and then we take an average of the votes, and that's where we place it. So like if one of us gives it like a for the love of God, Steven, and someone else gives it like Seagal, we take off how many spaces and then we average it out. So it would be like dollar store Aikido. That's where it would rank. Or you get the picture. So, and sometimes we have to make a quick decision. We'll either ask you guys if you're commenting or, whatever. But yeah, this should be fun. And we picked 15 movies. So does someone have the list? Warren, do you have the list?
Yeah, I've got the list here in front of me.
You want to read off the movies that we picked?
All right, we picked Above the Law, Machete, Hard to Kill, Glimmerman, Marked for Death, Exit Wounds, Out for Justice, The Patriot, Under Siege 1, Under Siege 2, Out for a Kill, On Deadly Ground, Beyond the Law, Code of Honor, and Fire Down Below.
So we wanted to get a mixture of like his popular stuff and like the straight to DVD shit that we have probably not watched, so that's kind of what we did. So, all right, go ahead, Warren. Sorry. I just wanted to get that out.
Yeah. We'll start off, I guess, with his first, I don't know if this is his first movie, but this is his first starring role where we get to see him do action, and that is Above the Law. So, Laps, where do you have Above the Law on the tier list?
I think okay. So this is like, it is the first big one, I believe, right? It's his first big movie.
Yes, and also the first one.
First movie,
but
period.
yeah.
Okay, right. So
Co-wrote,
he's definitely giving
had
off
editing.
big ponytail energy on this, but I think for me, the way that I rank them is different than the more competent the movie, the less I like it. And this still has some ridiculous choices, but you could tell it's Hollywooded up. So I'll give it Seagal. That's where I would put it.
All right. And Bob, where do you put Above the Law?
Oh no, this is big ponytail energy, man. Without a doubt, this is big ponytail energy. I mean, it's his first one. It it's got some good action and it's fun. Yeah, without a doubt.
All right.
Well, I look at this one a little bit more favorably. I would go Aikido approved, so I'm not sure with a
So,
B, a C, and an A. Does that
we'd
leave
be
us
at
on
B.
B?
Yeah,
He's
it's
a son of a
Okay.
beat.
But I'm going above the law, man. I would go Aikido approved because not only do you intro it with a bio that is somewhat similar to his actual bio, or at least what he wants people to think is his bio. When he's talking to the women, so first off, you get Sharon Stone, you get Pam Grier. Who could ask for more?
I know.
okay.
You'd call this the
Now-
Jackie Brown of Seagal.
Oh.
Some would say that it is thought of on the set. It is cinema, but yeah, when he's talking
Some
to
would
the
say
lovely
that.
ladies, he has kind of this whisper tone. It's not fully developed. He doesn't have his voice quite yet, but you can see what he's going to become. But when he's talking to the bad guys, when he's holding shop, for some reason he does this macho man Randy Savage, but only about 60%. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to tell you." It's really strange, but it's kind of amazing. And then it's got the OG running in a tank top scene. Come on, it's right after a knife fight. One of the guys runs away, and then you get to see it. The thing that you can't forget. Steven Seagal in that black tank top,
Burns
just
into your
flailing
brain.
his arms. It's amazing, man. And then he wrecks a guy's entire store. Not just like, okay, so this display and this rack, but literally every shelf in the shop. And then he throws a guy out the window. There is nothing safe. The store is ruined. And then he just runs away after that. It is amazing. And that leads to so many more shops getting destroyed in the future. There's just so many mullets. The mullets alone are approved by Aikido. I mean, come on, man. And this might be the only one where you get the OG hairline. It was receding, it was thinning, but it was there, man. And then it had the best thing from the 80s, contemplative saxophone. Come on, there's shots of him just looking off while saxophone is playing. It's amazing. The acting chops, they were there from the beginning. I got to go Aikido approved. Warren, sir, where do you put it?
I was gonna put it at Big Tony Ponytail Energy, but then he's like, this is his youngest. This is like his thinnest and the worst. Like he looks terrible in this. Like he almost looks emaciated. I don't think he has any muscle tone. And the running scene, so I put it as Seagal, a C, above the law on that one. So we had two C's, a B, and an A. So
we're at B.
yeah, we're at B
We're at
pretty
B.
much. Yeah.
Which is
Yep.
where I told you
All
it
right.
belonged.
Well,
never
you
wrong.
were right about it this time.
Never wrong.
All right. So in a chronological order, the next one is Hard to Kill, which I believe is his Comatose movie. That is a by the numbers 90s action movie, down to the third act lovemaking scene after the training montage. So Laps, where do you put Hard to Kill?
Hard to Kill is it's big ponytail energy for sure. There is some things in that movie. There are some things, that are just that's the scene where the nurse looks at his dick and it's just like overcome with swathing Steven Seagal pheromones to the point where she's like, I'm definitely fucking him real soon. And she does. And so his wife gets killed, right? And the son jumps out a window and lives, right? And he's the guy who took care of his son. It was his old partner or whatever. Yeah. And like actually like gave a shit about him because all the police are like after him, all this like ridiculous, stupid stuff, right? Because he knows about like the senator, right? It's the senator thing. Is that it? Like, yeah. Okay. So, but the son is alive and the partner kept it that way. And there is a fucking hilarious scene with the kid, right? So he's like the guy who took care of him is getting him out of school and putting him on a train. They're supposed to meet up and him leave with his dad because he remembers his dad. It's just been 7 years since he's seen him. And So they get out of the train, and the freaking guy gets killed because, of course, he does, because he's the only good, decent human being in the whole movie. So, of course, he has to die, right? And Steven Seagal's been banging the nurse girl, right? So fucking he sees his kid running. The guys are chasing the bad guys because he's got the evidence on him. The little kid does. And Steven Seagal's running and jumping over cars and flapping his fucking wings. And the kid, the girlfriend nurse runs into the kid. And she's like, hey, you're going to be safe with me or something like that. And he just looks at her and goes, who are you? And the way he delivers the line, it's messy, like this tension-filled thing. And he just blows it, right? And then she's like, well, that's a long story. Do you got some time? As if bullets were not just raining upon them 2 seconds earlier. And Uncle Popeye, man, is dead. They never went back to that. They never went back to, like, the man who single-handedly saved him and his son.
They explained it at the beginning of the scene. Like, that scene just pans to him, like, gruffly talking to the kid, like, well, I'm sorry I told you your dad's dead, but he's going to be...
No. They didn't go back to the guy being dead.
No. That's how that scene started out before the guys confronted him and the kid at the train station.
I'm talking about the guy dying. The guy dying.
Oh, yeah.
They never went back to it.
Well, he served his point.
No, that was the only guy who believed in him. He mourned people that he knew for 2 minutes.
You're looking at a Steven Seagal film all wrong. You're not supposed to look at it like reality. It's more like a dreamlike state. We're doing this now.
Dude.
Don't worry about that gunfight that happened over there. The bodies don't matter. We've moved on. We're now exiting the building.
You have to look at it real, because if you look at it real, right, the decisions that are made are ever so amazing, because nobody would ever do these things. That's the essence of understanding Sensei Seagal's wishes that come upon us if you really mind meld into the... We're talking about the goddamn movie where the fucking nurse is checking out dicks of comatose patients.
Well, that's what they did in the 80s.
It isn't that deep. Do you want some
Bob,
pussy?
sir? What's your thoughts on Hard to
This
Kill?
is Aikido approved, man. This is a cool movie. It's so ridiculous. One of my favorite scenes is where he's in the hospital and he's trying to get away, and he's on the stretcher and goes into the elevator, goes all the way up to the top, and then gets himself all the way back down to the ground and whatnot. I just think that's great. The way he outsmarted that villain who was trying to kill him. I mean, it's brilliant. And then, again, this gets Aikido approved because the nurse is played by the chick who was in Weird Science. So for that reason, that is automatically Aikido approved. And then we got to see him doing his Aikido, to get back into shape and get ready to fight. And so, for that reason, this is Aikido approved. This is a fun movie. It's stupid as hell, but it's fun.
Cray, where do you put Hard to Kill?
I don't want to always agree with Bob, but it seems like Bob is almost never wrong. I got to go Aikido approved for all the reasons that he mentioned. But then there's a few more. So he did mention it's got Kelly LeBrock, excuse me. Love me some Kelly LeBrock. But on top of that, it's got the first appearance of the iconic ponytail. He had a mullet in the first film. This is where you go full Seagal. The Seagal has taken flight, if you will. And then right after his first scene, or his first kind of whatever you want to call that, the first action set piece, you get a shot of Steven Seagal just driving home in his car. And what does he do when he's in his car? He turns on some Chuck Mangione Feels So Good, because it does feel so good to be Steven Seagal. And then later on in the movie, there happens to be a mansion at the end. It happens to be the same mansion as in The Big Lebowski. So that's a huge, huge Aikido approval, in my opinion. And then the actual line, that's for my wife. Fuck you and die. Like, I don't understand. Like, it is ultimately an 80s weird move, but what would you call that catchphrase before killing someone? The one-liner, but it works on a different level, and there's no emotion put into it. Just the way that he somehow rolls it off, just it kind of works and it doesn't work. And then the final reason why I'm saying this is Aikido approved, you actually get to see what Steven Seagal would look like if he had white hair. So this is his second movie, but he's in this coma for 7 years, and he comes out with a very white beard, and he's got some white in his hair. It's interesting because what are we now, like 40 years beyond his first film or something like that? It feels like it anyway. And he has the darkest hair that anyone could ever imagine because he's made some sort of deal with the devil. But Warren, sir, are we wrong? Is it not Aikido approved? What would you put Hard to Kill at?
I put Hard to Kill at Aikido approved because I believe there's 3 films where he was used the best, and this is one of them. Even though the film itself is not great, but what I'm talking about as in like using Seagal and making him look like a comparable, like an actual action hero, and I think this is one of them. So I put it at Aikido approved. It is a really kind of silly movie, but I'm grading everything on a curve also. So this is definitely up there at Aikido approved for me.
Dude, remember
so that's
the scene where he's going to the senator's house and there's the guards outside and they're talking about the butts of their gun or the whatever, and he's like, I try to keep mine in because I feel like, oh no, I feel like a pussy whenever I don't have this in. Like, and I'm like, why did that happen? Why did they say that? What was the point?
It's a weird movie. So Steven Seagal in his kind of early whatever you would talk about it, whenever he would talk about this film, he would always say that it's one of his least favorite because he had the least amount of control. He hated the fact that he didn't get control of editing in this. And then there was somebody else directing, and they just kind of wouldn't take his advice. So he kind of hates this, but it's a reined in.
Senator. The blood.
It does have one of the iconic lines for sure. The blood
I don't know,
bank.
man.
It is kind of the most traditional.
This can't be Aikido approved, man.
It was 3 Aikidos and 1 big ponytail, man.
Laughs, just because you're wrong, man. You just get over it.
Okay, so next on his list is Marked for Death. This is the one where he takes on voodoo masters and the Jamaican drug lords, and it's actually pissed off the Jamaican community at the time with the way they were represented as witch doctors and drug lords. So, Laps, where do you have...
This is Aikido approved. Now this is some shit right here, man. The guy, his partner, the guy that does the voice for the president in Rick and Morty, what's his name?
Keith David. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Keith David's the shit.
I can't remember people's names. I still
He's got the coolest firsty name. It's Keith David.
Anyway, so no. The person who has the best first person-y name is the original Green Ranger. You know, Jason David Frank. How do you beat that? That's 3 of them.
Keith David.
No, dude, no. We will have to debate that sometime. Because
you might be right on that one, Laps.
I'm just saying.
Mike,
it's got 3 of them.
3 first.
But dude, this movie, dude, is so weird. It is so weird. It like scenes happen for no reason. There's a point, right? So like he's out of the game. I'm done, right? And this cop keeps telling him like, you should work for us, and like, you know, you're gonna help me on this one. And he's like, nah, I'm retired. Until you know, it happens to his family. He gets involved in some stuff, you know, and they shoot up his fucking family's house, his sister's house, and the niece gets hit. She's like, you know, by the drive-by, and she's going into like having brain damage, and they have to do surgery and all this stuff. And Steven Seagal has this scene where he touches her hand, And you can tell right at that time, dude, he is literally thinking, I wish I had a chicken biscuit. That is exactly what he was thinking at that scene, because that is the only thing that may make a lip quiver on a Steven Seagal. So then it's amazing. They do this scene, right? This is one of my favorite scenes in any Seagal movie. This dude like goes to this witch doctor, is like, you gotta help me. Like, you gotta be on my side. You're gonna do it for me, right? And he puts down these 3 stacks of money. She goes home, dude, and has this whole ritual set up, right? And she's doing all this chanting, and there's teeth and fucking chicken blood, and she fucking curses the guy Screwface, the main bad guy. And when it happens, he wakes up out of his like this thing, and he's like, oh. Literally 2 scenes later, they have that woman. How? Like what? How do they know it was her? She's the only other person practicing
you don't
the
curse
voodoo.
Screwface and have him not know who it is.
That's like... true. They did say he has two heads and 4 eyes, and we found out why. We found out why. You know, that's I don't want to ruin the amazing storytelling that is marked for death. But so like, dude,
spoiler alert, be careful now.
Yeah, he gets marked for death. I was just letting you know. It happened. Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, it's a serious issue. It gets people killed.
Bob, where do you have this a keto masterpiece?
All right, Laps, you're wrong again. This is a Seagalist, easily. Look, you got Steven Seagal, who's a retired DEA agent, who goes back to his hometown and finds out it's being overrun by drugs. Drugs from a Jamaican drug gang. Not just any Jamaican drug gang, but a voodoo Jamaican drug gang that is run by a man named Screwface. I mean, how could you not put this at Seagalist when the villain's name is Screwface? I mean, that right there is peak Seagal right there. Then
but he was
this
good,
movie,
though.
Hold on. This movie is loaded with tits and ass. It's perfect as far as that goes. The action in this movie is actually pretty cool. There's some good fight sequences. This is the one where they fight in that jewelry store or whatever, isn't it? So that fight was pretty cool. Again, you got Keith David, like you said, a man with 2 first names. You're helping him fight a man named Screwface. This is wonderful here.
I got him.
It's got a pretty good kid actor at the time who plays his niece, Daniel Harris, in the film. So, yeah, I got to put this one at Seagalist. This one's fun. It's so bad that it's fun.
Dude, he did wrist locks, ankle locks, knee locks, locks. He wrist locked a door open. How do you know this is Aikido approved?
No,
it's got much Aikido.
Screwface, a man named Screwface did it.
But
it might marked for death.
It might end up at Aikido approved because for me, it's only big ponytail energy.
Oh,
great!
I understand, but it doesn't feel completely original. It was after some of the ones that it feels like it's kind of derivative of. But you got Keith David in there, but he's not doing the Keith David stuff. I want him to be more of a badass.
But
I want him to have that
coach
he has
who
with Nada.
comes out of retirement.
Exactly. He's a football coach in this. What I need him to be is a specialist who can see aliens. What can I say? John Carpenter knew how to get that out of him, and he could have given us so much better of a fight in this. That being said, I do think that he is the best part of any of the peripherals of this movie. And then,
but hold on, wait a second.
Parts that don't make sense. So somehow they hide all of their guns in like camera equipment, and then they get down to Jamaica, but then they may or may not take 2 of someone's eyes with them somehow and come back to America. I understand this is pre 9/11, but it can't be that easy to get it past security on like a commercial flight, can it?
Okay, so wait a minute. You're saying that Steven Seagal fighting a Jamaican voodoo cult magic
Led by Screwface.
led by Screwface. Hold on.
Chicken bones and all, along with the weird staff
It's
sword.
not original.
It feels. Let me double check this before I say it.
What does this movie feel like, Gray?
Okay, so it feels very much like a ripoff of Blind Fury, Rutger Hauer's Vietnam vet
This does
inspired
not feel like
sword movie.
There is,
It feels like it's as close as Steven Seagal can get to it.
No,
Of course, he doesn't have the
no.
Rutger Hauer charm, so it doesn't quite get there for me.
No,
But
dude.
what can I say? It's got other detrimental parts to me. For one reason, I don't know what the reason is, other than I guess they could somehow turn the screen green. There is a completely pointless night vision goggles scene. It gives you POV of Seagal turning on the night vision goggles and then like hiding and cowering in a corner, kind of, and then kind of hiding in this beaded curtain and then kind of stepping out. He does nothing. He doesn't shoot anyone.
He was
and then
looking
he
for
sees some of the bad
Screwface.
guys. I get
No,
you.
wait a minute,
He didn't
wait a
do
minute, wait a minute,
anything,
wait a
and then
minute.
everyone leaves the room.
Wait,
He goes to the next room, takes off the goggles, and Screwface is there.
So whenever I
I'm just
say,
saying,
like,
it's pointless.
whenever I say something like, "Why did they do this?" You tell me that I don't understand. Well, maybe
You don't. This is not
you
surreal. They
do
tried
not
to go
understand
realistic,
this.
and it did
No,
not work.
No, how is that realistic? Putting on night vision
It's
goggles
not,
in a place
and that's the problem.
that's lit.
So then
course
you
it's
get
not
to the
realistic.
way that he's finishing off one of the screw faces. You go double thumbs, which I think is done better in a more monolithic or Seagalithic fashion later on in the.
That's not how he
his
killed him,
movie
though.
size. And then you get the Bane signature, and then somehow a go-to with a lot of his villain deaths is impalement. And I think all of those have kind of been done better. So
I
just
think
ends
you're
up big ponytail
selling.
energy.
You're selling it.
I
bro. You're selling
understand
short.
you're not enjoying this. So we have one Seagalith, one Aikido, and one big ponytail. I think that goes Aikido approved.
Yeah.
Is how that would even
Well,
out. But Warren, sir, you
yes,
are
Warren,
the
come
ultimate
on.
decider.
I have put this at Aikido approved because I
God,
only
all
think
three of
he
y'all are
has
wrong. Jesus.
one Seagalith movie, and this is
I'll
not
drop
it.
it off after this.
It's Marked for Death for me is part of his trilogy of films that I think they handle him the best, and I put it at Aikido approved because for me personally, there is only one Seagalith, so I will put it there. So the next, oh, go
And
ahead.
really, why is his name Screw?
Because it's cool. That's
You
why.
understand?
There's no other reason. He's the head of a Jamaican voodoo gang. You
Dude.
don't need anything else. It's cool.
Dude, plus he also has a scene where he says the white man energy, it keeps coming back and it never leaves. I had to put on subtitles for it. I had to. 'Cause I didn't understand a single thing those guys were saying. They said bomba clot like 9 million times. They're like,
That's
oh,
why
Jamaicans,
it's a single.
Jamaicans say that. So we're gonna say that 9 million times.
If all else fails, just say Bumbleclot. You'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay,
Fine.
so number 4 on the list is the film Out for Justice, where he plays, I believe, Gino, and he's out after it has the famous pool hall scene where he takes on the random Asian fighter after he beats the shit out of all these Italian guys. So
Yep.
Laps,
Name Sticks.
yes, Laps, where do you put Out for Justice?
So this is another for me, Seagal, right? Because like it's still like kind of competent. I know it's still ridiculous, right? It's ridiculously stupid, but it's still a competently made movie, I guess you could say. Like there's scenes in it that I could go, okay, that happened in a movie. You know, not where you're still trying to process the story of Steven Seagal fighting a Jamaican voodoo gang with the leader's name of Screwface.
Yeah, you don't have that in this.
Like that takes up like 80% of the runtime. And then when you look up Steven Seagal's ponytail has won the day. He's got 11 wrist locks on 10 people and a
And
statue.
a puppy.
And a
too.
puppy.
And a
Oh
puppy.
yeah, the puppy.
He saves the puppy.
So, there's stuff in this. There is good stuff in this, though. There is like good stuff that's funny to me. And like I said, I watch them for completely different reasons, apparently. So this one for me is Seagal.
Where do you put this one at, Bob?
I think this is like keto approved. Part of the reason I got to put this one down below Seagal is because the villain's name is Richie Madonna. I mean, how could you go from Screwface to Richie Madonna? Right there, this is going to drop simply for that reason alone. But it is a cool movie. I like the kind of twist that is, or shouldn't really say it's a twist. I mean, you kind of saw it coming, but that turns out his partner was dirty and having an affair, banging all these women, and banging like 2 different women at once and whatnot. And then speaking of women, there's some of the ones in the film. Juliana Margulies, Gina Gershon are in the film. So yeah,
segue. Speaking of women,
yes, that is an important aspect of these films, especially early on. Maybe not later on, but early on, it's an important aspect.
I go right for the titties. That's what I go
for.
Steven Seagal, everybody.
Well, because it's the 80s and 90s, you got to have the obligatory tit shot. You have to.
Of course, you have to.
So yeah, Out for Justice is Aikido approved. There's also some good fight scenes and whatnot. And I love at the end where he runs into the guy who threw the dog out again. So yeah, that's cool.
Gray, where do you put Out for Justice?
Yeah, on this one, I'm in the lapsed camp. For me, it's Seagal.
That's 2 Seagals.
And one Aikido approved. So we'll have to see where this ends us up. But yeah, so you got William Forsythe, who I absolutely love. William Forsythe in everything. And you got Jerry Orbach, who, he always plays a detective and an awesome one. Or I guess in Delirious, he's an ad executive or a channel cable executive. But yeah, I like the cast. And then as Bob mentioned, you do have Gina Gershon. You do have a couple other lovely ladies. Juliana Margulies, I believe, was this one, or if not, I'm getting like 2 of them confused.
Yeah,
but
she was in this one.
Yeah, man, sweet. So in this one, you get this weird, what would you call it? A cardigan, a sleeveless cardigan thing with no undershirt look. That's the first time you've kind of seen him in a button-up vest sleeveless thing. It's a choice. I'm glad he didn't kind of go that route for too long. But he did something other than just odd clothing choice in this one. He did like a super, a bad Andrew Dice Clay impression, like the entire time. It's just like Italian, but way too much. And it's like he doesn't quite understand how it should be done. Like a human, anyway.
No,
so
you
I
don't
know.
understand, Gray. This is Steven Seagal we're talking about.
So this is the first time that he didn't completely destroy a store. They made me think that he was going to. They take him into a butcher shop. There's a bunch of dudes with knives, a bunch of glass cabinets, but hey, the store was completely intact. Nothing really happened there. But yeah, that line, tell your brother I'm going to cut his head off and piss down his throat. Man, there's some iconic stuff here, but at the same time, it's just, for me, it lands kind of flat. Where they're trying to get laughs, like the dog thing, it doesn't quite work for me. And where they're trying to get serious with the action, it doesn't quite work for me. So it's kind of a Seagal for me. But Warren, sir, where is it for you?
For me, I've judged these like the opposite of what Laps is on this. So for me, this was like his most competent movie, like out of everything he's done. For me, it's like if you're going to use Seagal in any way, they used him the best. They made him look like a badass. It worked for him, and this is part of that trilogy of films where I thought he was used the best. And I have it at Seagalith. So I would imagine with an A, a B, and 2 C's, it would probably, or an S, an A, and 2 C's, it'd end up at B. level, I would imagine.
No, that's going to end up as an A.
It's an A.
It's an A? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
we're
for
going
me,
lowest
It's
A.
where I told you it belonged.
for me, this movie is like Seagal being used the best. And it's like, okay, how are we going to use this big potato head dude? Well, this is the best way to do it. And it was like the most competent film. But at the same time, though, hearing you guys talk about it, it's like it is also kind of like also the most, could be kind of seen as also the most bland of the films, because it's like he's not taking on voodoo warlords. He's not doing a coma. Breaking up with the sex crazed nurse. I mean, so it's also, but this was like his most by the numbers. Okay, we're gonna use.
What
this
is
guy
Gino Felino from the neighborhood?
ABC Richie. ABC Richie. All right, so now
I respect that.
Number 5 is the first Under Siege. So probably, arguably, I would believe. I don't know if it is like money wise, but I would imagine this is
It's his best. It's his most. Yeah.
His most popular film, and everyone knows this is when he plays an ex-Navy SEAL, I believe, and he's now a cook for an admiral, and then the boat gets taken over by Tommy Lee Jones and a big-breasted stripper. Laps.
Hey, Gary Busey. Come on, man. Don't call him that. He's just dressed up into one scene.
We get to see Gary Busey in drag. We get to see Tommy Lee Jones pulling off his best stone crocked out rocker, and we get to see big boobs. Laps. Where do you put Under Siege?
I think this was like him flexing his hardest, in my opinion, because this is the movie where he thought he could act. You could tell, like, he really thinks like what he is doing is making an impact on the people watching it. Like, I'm gonna get through to them, not with my action scenes, which are plentiful, but if you notice, every line in this movie is fucking just like, shut up, Steven Seagal.
Oh.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up, Steven Seagal. Please stop talking. But it also has really nice boobs in it. It's a good cake scene. Makes you want to eat cake, you know. But I mean,
is that what it did?
It makes me want to eat that cake. I'll give it big ponytail energy. Big ponytail energy for me.
Bob,
you were talking it up. I thought maybe you're going.
Yeah, this is Seagal.
No.
No.
Hell yeah, this is Seagal. Yes, this is. Okay, first off, he may not have as memorable of a name as Screwface, but Tommy Lee Jones is great as the villain in this film. You got Gary Busey also as a villain in this film. Two iconic actors playing villains.
Bob knows his name is William Stranix. He knows that.
Bob you jerk!
Jerk! How much coke was snorted during the making of this movie?
So all of that is really cool. Again, you got a great cake scene. That in itself is freaking awesome. And then just to add to make it Seagal, the girl who jumps out of a cake ends up fighting with him on the boat. I mean, how great is that? Because it's ridiculous as shit. And she's out there doing Navy SEAL crap. So I think this one's fun. It's his most popular. The fact that he's a cook, and you find out, of course, he's a Navy SEAL. It is just because he got in trouble. That's why he was there to begin with, just to kind of finish out his tour of duty and whatnot. But yeah, I think this one is a lot of fun. I had a good time rewatching Under Siege.
So we got a B and an S. Gray, where do you put it at?
It is the Seagalith. It is the Seagalith that I measure all other Seagal films by. It is Seagal in full flight.
Wow.
What can I say? Bob is not wrong on this.
Yeah, correct. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Not only is Erica Eleniak's Jordan Tate an amazing character who she has two rules. She will not kill and she doesn't date musicians. But she just now met Steven Seagal, so maybe those rules aren't as hard set as she thought. It's got an amazing supporting cast. So you guys mentioned William Stranix, which everyone knows that Tommy Lee Jones's character was
you
named William
mentioned
Stranix. It's amazing. He's a great character, but come on, we're looking over Busey. This is possibly one of the most lucid performances he has ever given post the motorcycle incident. I gotta say, his Commander Krill here, he just seems like that asshole who would spit in your soup just to spite you. What can I say? I like the combo of Gary Busey and Tommy Lee Jones, and anytime you get like a punk Tommy Lee Jones, I'm fully in. And then you got a whole bunch of other what would you call it, like supporting cast members. Troy Evans, he plays one of the shipmates, one of the older guys.
Right, Troy Evans.
Always awesome whenever I see him. I forget his name, but the dude who's the engineer on Star Trek The Next Generation, that dude being kind of like the butt. Not Geordi, the other dude, the British guy.
Colm Meaney.
Yeah.
Colm Meaney, yeah.
Thank you. I always forget his name, but I always love it when I see him. And,
man, come on.
O'Brien. I was I going to say O'Banion? I was going to say the wrong name.
Yeah,
no
Chief
what.
O'Brien.
O'Brien, thank you. I always love seeing all of these supporting cast members, and man, even the commanders in the room. I forget all of those actors' names, but the fact that they were able to bring them back for the second one, love it. They actually worked. One of them was like the father, Greg's father on Dharma and Greg, and I knew him
Dharma
from somewhere.
And
it turns out it was Under Siege.
Dharma and Greg.
That was the one thing that got me there. So anyway, Under Siege is just kind of amazing. It's exactly what I want out of a Seagal character. I want him to have a mysterious past, obviously something military, but now, yeah, he's just doing the food thing. That makes sense to me when I think about Steven Seagal. I think he does now focus on food. Maybe he had a different, more, I don't know, what would you call it? Rigid, stern background, but now food is the focus. So for me, this just kind of works with Under Siege. And then, it's exactly what we were promised. Die Hard on a boat. It worked. They've tried it on other vehicles. The boat worked. Not so much when it's a cruise ship, but yes, for the USS Missouri. So, for me, it's a Seagal. But it all comes down to Warren.
Warren, how much crack are they smoking?
And it's not this one.
So much crack. This is
so much crack.
Big ponytail energy at best.
Hell no, man.
It's big ponytail energy at best. I mean,
keto approved.
Yeah, it'll end up a keto approved, but it ages like cheese left on the shelf. With the sun.
All of them age like cheese.
No, there's new appreciation for levels of acting unseen by the modern eye.
Oh,
God, man.
I will state, though, that the girl who jumped out of the cake has recently started an OnlyFans. So if anybody wants to see what she looks like now without anything
Jordan
on
Tate.
Hey, do me a favor, Warren, when you get a chance, send me that link, for research purposes.
Of course. It'll be in the private chat. Check out the description below. All right, so number 6 is Steven Seagal's directorial debut, and that is On Deadly Ground. This is the one where he plays an Italian-Russian Native American EPA agent who knows wrist locks and stopping the evil oil people. Essentially, he's murdering oil workers because Michael Caine's the evil CEO. But it's okay, though, because he's doing it for Native Americans, even though these are just blue-collar guys who are working an oil rig. But you know what? You get in his way, you're going to get blown up. So, Laps, where do you have On Deadly Ground?
Okay, so this is where it starts getting up there for me, because this is so ridiculous. Steven Seagal.
You don't think you could put out an oil fire with an explosive? Come on.
I see where this is going. You're going to take all the really awful ones and put them all in Seagalith.
No, there's only one Seagalith for me. There's only one. But this is up there. This is Aikido approved for me, because not only is you have to take it from he's writing this, he's directing this, he is Tommy Wiseauing this, right? So this is what he culminated. This is the culmination. And you have Michael Caine doing what he said was a Texan accent. And voila, and go watch some of those scenes. They're phenomenal. They're amazing. How awful he is in that movie, but he is so good. He's so good. It's like you can't take your eyes away from it. He was like, sure, I'll come to the States and smoke some cocaine and fucking bang some whores. What, we're making a movie? Oh, okay. I thought this is just what hanging out with Steven Seagal was like. That's what this movie is. It's like Steven Seagal had a camera. It was like, film me talking to people and interacting with them while I spread my message of love. And the first thing, whenever he talks about when he gets saved by the Indians or the Eskimos, and then when the lady's like, no, we should take it to the authorities. I know people in the news business. He's like, what do you think that hokum pokum spirit shit's gonna have like come down and like take our problems away? Like, he just totally shits on everything and then stops and goes, believe me, I love the spirit world too, and I loved your dad. But that shit ain't gonna work. It's fucking amazing. This is like where he gets into those, like the speech at the end, dude. Like that fucking speech about like the planet and stuff. And it's just like, dude, you're not that guy, bro. You're just not the dude to be giving us
a very special episode. You didn't get it, man.
So I totally got it. What are you talking about? I got it. I love every second of it. Oh yes. How is it not Aikido approved? This is 100% amazing. This movie was incredible. It was so bad. It was amazing. So, but all right, Bob.
All right, Bob. What do you got for On Deadly Ground?
All right, this is one that I did not get to rewatch, so I'm going off of memory on this. But the fact that he directed it and it's got a really good cast, and it is one of those films that's so bad it's good, I'm going to give it big ponytail energy. But I have to point out that's because I did not do a rewatch of it. I might think differently if I had actually done a rewatch of it. So I'm just going off of memory with this one. But I'm going to give it big ponytail energy because I do remember it being one of those that it was just like, okay, yeah. But you kind of couldn't help but enjoy it just because it's one of those that's just so bad.
Dude, he wrist locks a shotgun.
Well, like I said, I'm going off of memory here. If I had gotten a chance to rewatch this, I probably would have gotten it a little higher.
So good.
Gray, where do you put On Deadly Ground?
Yeah, so it's not a great movie, but then it's got certain elements that really elevate it. And man, I gotta say, naming the character Forrest Taft, that is just amazing. Like, yes, that is what I want out of a Steven Seagal character. I need him to be Forrest Taft. I need him to do the job that nobody else can do. Everybody else is going to run that way when a fire happens. He's going to swing in on a rope and make some explosive somehow extinguish the flames. That is what I want out of a Steven Seagal character. So that just kind of elevates this to me. And then you've got Mike O'Kane as the main baddie in this one, as Michael Jennings for some reason. Come on, just call him Mike O'Kane. But he is amazing. And then you've got henchmen from him that they just each have their own flavor in kind of the perfect henchman way. You've got John C. McGinley, absolutely great as Magruder. Not MacGruber, but Magruder. And then you've got Stone, which is Arlie Ermey. Absolutely perfect. You've got a young, kind of bulky Billy Bob Thornton as Homer Carlton. And then it kind of goes from there. And then you've even got the guy in the bar that we previously talked about, the whole fast hands, life-changing, no longer racist. Mike Starr, the dude who you remember from like Dumb and Dumber, everything from like the 90s. There's just so many amazing. Irvin Kershner is in here. There's so many amazing little performances that just kind of elevate this. When a true master and someone who can really appreciate what Steven Seagal is doing, this is the kind of thing that you can get out of Steven Seagal. So for me, it goes beyond big ponytail energy and goes to Aikido approved. But that's just me. Warren, where does it go for you, sir?
I had this at Dollar Store Aikido until then I found out he directed it. So then I moved it up to Seagal. For me, it was like I rewatched it. I was not a huge fan of it. I mean, it was bad, it's good kind of thing, but at the same time, I put it at Seagal. Like, I was impressed. It's like, oh wow, he directed this. That's kind of cool. But then it's just so pretentious. It's like it's just terrible.
That's
But he
the
cures
greatness of it.
racism and oil fire.
It's
Nothing
Steven
stands
Seagal
racism.
preaching to you. Think of who it's coming from. He
That's where I left it at, was a
racism
Seagal.
with a
Okay.
game of slap hands.
So we've got 2 A's, a B, and a C. Where does that end up?
I would
B.
say, yeah, B.
But B?
Probably.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Let's go
What do you
higher
think?
B.
All right.
I'm thinking higher B because of the 2 A's, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm what,
Okay.
like 5 for
All
6
right.
now?
Sure.
So now we're back to, instead of Die Hard on a boat, we are now Die Hard on a train, with his follow-up to his massive hit, Under Siege 2, the film where he can get thrown from a train, dragged by a train, and not mess up one hair on his head. Laps, where did you put Die Hard on a Train?
So this is one that I started watching. I fell asleep. So I don't really remember a lot of this, but I do. This is where I was like, okay, so in was it Marked for Death? That was one of the first movies where I actually saw people land punches on him, right? Where it was like, oh, okay, he's actually, because he usually, like, in his fight scenes, he never gets touched, right? Like,
Yeah.
This was where I started, like, this Under Siege and the one right before Out for Justice, or whatever, however that went. That's when I started noticing, like, oh, like, nobody's allowed to, like, hit him or touch him. You know, like, he'll be in fight scenes with like 3 and 4 dudes, and he will literally wrist lock and zip up people's zippers and like fucking tie their shoes and do all this stuff without getting touched. And it made me like him less, because he was still, in my opinion, like, the way that they filmed, he could still kind of move. You know, this is before he became the guy who ate Steven Seagal. And and it's just one of those ones where I'm like, I think for me it's better than the original one, because of it's like getting more and more ridiculously stupid. Like, I'm not saying it's a better made movie by that. I just don't. Competent Steven Seagal movies are terrible for me, because he's not good at martial arts. Like, it's not an aesthetically pleasing thing to see.
He's not
It's just
using
not.
martial arts. He's using trickery. He's making ruses.
No,
He
I'm
put,
saying it's
weird,
incompetent movies. I'm not talking about this one. I'm not talking about this one. This
he-
was totally incompetent and hilarious.
In the first one, he pops the circuit breaker, puts a scouring sponge inside of some flammable liquid inside the microwave. So as soon as they pop that circuit breaker back on, he's got a bomb.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah,
He's
it's
not
great.
using his
You're-
Aikido. He's using his smarts.
Yeah,
his,
right.
chicanery.
Steven Seagal and smarts. You should have played Reed Richards. Let's move on with this. Like, it just, to me, it was more enjoyable because of the stupidity of it. And I just can't look at a Steven Seagal movie and be like, all right, I'm going to watch this for the enjoyment of what this movie is supposed to be, because then it will never happen. It will never happen. Like, it just won't for me. But if I watch it in the sense of like, this is like ridiculous. Oh, Steven Seagal, stuntman, is a very talented martial artist. 100%.
Oh yeah, we all agree.
Yeah.
Good
But
point,
his
Walter.
martial arts, like, they're just not practical for anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not, if they would work in any situation, like they would be used. We'd be seeing them in the multiple federations of mixed martial arts that we have around the world. So it's like, to get through that, there's certain things that he can't do because of the limitations that he has. So whenever they do that, it's still like uncanny valley. You know, it's not him. You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden the head gets round, the ponytail's a little bit off to the side, because he has like a eraser shaped head. Like, it's a very odd head. It looks like, those jugs that you make iced tea in. Like, someone could just grab him by the ponytail and pour the contents contents of Steven Seagal out into a cup, and
Never
you'll
thought of
get,
it that way.
you'll get the same result. You'll get the same result as anything else.
So I got to be honest, I'm not sure where that falls on the scale. This review
it's
of Under Siege
this-
2.
Yeah, you can try to move me on. I'll remember that the next time you take 14 minutes to tell us something before the actual name of the movie. Your hate mail will be mailed soon. Don't worry. No.
Oh.
I'm gonna give it big ponytail energy,
Ooh.
which was one
Okay.
above what I thought Under Siege was. The first one.
Bob, do you love Under Siege 2?
I'm gonna go with Dollar Store Keto with this one.
Ooh.
Part of it is because they took the premise and they just tried to give you the exact same movie but on a train. And
Like you mean like all the other movies?
yeah, exactly. But the others don't have Screwface in them. So
What are we talking about here?
okay, so the villains in this one are a clear downgrade from the first film. I mean, it's kind of hard to top Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey. There's just no way. And I think the villains, I think, are very forgettable in this film. You got rid of the cake lady. I mean, come on. Right there, it's already a downgrade just from that standpoint.
Yeah,
the only
but those
cool
are
thing
all
about this,
competent things.
I did think it was kind of cool that we got to see a young Katherine Heigl in the film. But otherwise, there's not really a whole lot memorable for Under Siege 2, at least not for me. So I'm giving it Dollar Store Keto.
Gray, where do you put Under Siege 2 at?
Well, this one might put me in some dark territory with the rest of you guys, but what can I say, man? It's not as bad as you're saying. It is some dark territory that he's going on, but come on. You've got Eric Bogosian and Everett McGill as kind of this weird team of bad guys, but that's not it. You've also got Peter Green, who I believe in just a short year or something like that after this, he'll be in The Mask. No, this was like 2 years after The Mask, a year after that. I don't know. It's around that time. It's Peter Green. He's awesome. It's always awesome seeing him as a villain, even if he's the mercenary who doesn't quite know about Casey Ryback. You've got Marcus Penn, who's played by Everett McGill, who does know. And if he didn't see a body, he has failed. And then, the aforementioned Katherine Heigl playing the niece of Casey Ryback, Steven Seagal. I enjoy it a lot. And then you get kind of a lesser, I guess, henchman, just regular henchman. Jonathan Banks, man. I always love seeing Jonathan Banks in any movie. But it's just kind of interesting seeing his just kind of like bit parts and then how they kept getting bigger over the years. I always love seeing some Jonathan Banks. So while it might not be Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey, man, the villains in this, they still hit pretty hard. And then we didn't even mention Morris Chestnuts as Bobby Zax. Come on, another firsty. But yeah, man, I dig this movie. It's not as bad as everyone is saying. It's no Speed 2 Cruise Control. It's watchable. That being said, I think I'd go big ponytail energy. But Warren, you're going to set us straight. Where would you put this thing?
I have to agree with Bob on this one. It is definitely Dollar Store Keto. Everything is a downgrade from the original, all the way across, from the action to no boobs to the bad guys.
No boobs.
It's just also too. It laps. I didn't really think of it too much until you mentioned it. Also, it's like he never gets hit. Like there's never a time, like when you're watching, at least like when you're watching Kickboxer or Bloodsport, like or a Stallone, pick a Stallone movie and he's getting the shit kicked out of him by the villain. Seagal never goes through that whole, oh geez, he might actually lose this one kind of phase.
I mean, he gets shot a lot, but you never think that that's actually going to do him in. But Peter Green saw blood. He got injured.
But
enough,
I'm going Dollar Store. So was it 2 B's and 2 D's?
Yeah, so C.
C, then he's a seagull. All right. Number 8 is Glimmerman, which is them trying to pin an action star with a comedian and trying to capture, I guess, the Lethal Weapon kind of formula. And they did this with the oldest Wayans brother, and it's just your usual cop deal. I believe Seagal's called the Glimmerman because he's very stealthy or something along those lines. But Laps, where do you put Glimmerman?
So this is the only one that I didn't see, that I didn't get to watch, and I've never seen before. So I can only imagine like what this is. So, but I cannot.
You can't imagine though.
I can.
No, what he can do with a credit card, it is unbelievable. You would not believe it.
Is it about the same what he can do with keys?
It's more.
I'll give you a hint. He kills people with it.
Oh, really?
Multiple.
No
with
way.
one card.
I couldn't imagine that. You would have thought like it would have been something amazing.
Product placed with a MasterCard.
So I can't be involved in this one. So sorry.
Bob, where do you?
I honestly can't
Glimmerman?
either. This is one I haven't seen. I didn't get to it, and I haven't seen it before. So I'll let you two figure this one out.
All right, great. It's the 1v1 match. What do you?
I'm
Okay,
assuming this isn't on Warren's list. I'm almost assuming that.
It's probably not, and fair enough. I can see why it wouldn't be. But first off, might I say that this was directed by somebody named John Gray, so based. But that shouldn't be the only thing to go ahead and assuage you that it is a decent film, but it's a decent cast on all of this. So you got Steven Seagal, you got Keenen Ivory Wayans, you've got Brian Cox. He's bringing some actual gravitas to this. Not only that, but he shoots Brian Cox. That's pretty awesome. Who can shoot Brian Cox? Nobody but Steven Seagal. And you've got Stephen Tobolowsky in it. You've got so many. You know him. It's Needle Nose Ned Ryerson. Come on, man. You know the guy. But you've got a very young Nikki Cox who plays the girlfriend who's kind of threatened by the school self shooter. It's a weird film by all means, but it's got some of the best costume, the best wardrobe that Steven Seagal has ever had. It's certainly some of the flashiest. I think he is the Glimmer Man because the actual villain in this is called the Family Man. So I don't know. I forget the glimmer part of it, but I will say there's some interesting scenes that kind of stuck with me. I remember this movie from my childhood. He has a certain way of identifying a victim of this killer. He notices that her breasts are too perfect. And so he is the only one, not the guy who's actually doing, the morgue attendant who's actually doing the autopsy, but he knows that she actually has implants. So he just cuts it out of her, pulls it out, and says, "Run this barcode, partner." It's great, man. And what can I say? It affected me as a child. So yeah, I'd say Glimmer Man.
I gotta watch it.
It is. I would say Glimmer Man gives me some big ponytail energy. But Warren, I don't think it gave you big ponytail energy. Where would you put the Glimmer Man?
I put Glimmer Man at Seagal. Wayans tries his best, but Steven Seagal is a vacuum of humor, as in it's a black hole that just sucks all the humor out of any scene, and he can't be funny. I don't even think he wanted to, but it is not it's a competent film, and Wayans does try his best, but it was really a really poor pairing of comedian action stars. So I put it at Seagal. I mean, he did have the cool credit card.
But without this, would you have a Rush Hour? I'm just saying.
Okay, so Bob.
Yeah.
No, good, Warren. Good.
No, I was just gonna say it doesn't touch Rush Hour.
So Bob, now that there's a B and a C. We don't
know where
all I'm
on
gonna
the B
say
and
is
the C
this:
range
he
would you
cut
put it?
out a titty, everyone. That's big ponytail energy.
Okay,
Who
yeah.
does that?
Good point. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with B for that. Just for that.
Cutting
alone.
boobies, everyone. Who
I
does
say
it?
they weren't bees.
Okay, go ahead.
No, that's really it. Just keep that in mind.
All right, so the next in the list chronologically is Fire Down Below,
Oh,
where
God.
Seagal plays an EPA agent who goes to the Appalachian Mountains to take on an evil mine owner CEO who's dumping toxic waste
Of course he
into
is.
the mine. So after he goes undercover in this mine after one of his other EPA agents was killed. So where do you put Fire Down Below on your tier list, Laps?
So this is where his acting started. You remember like how he would always be like rigid and give his line? This is where this started. Where he does that thing. Where he talks and like he's got a line, so he's got to turn and like move and do something with his face. This movie is where that started. And watching the scenes every time, the dude could be right here, right? And he's right here. They're facing each other. And the guy would be like, blah, 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 blah. Steven Seagal will be looking at him, turn his face, then turn back to him. And then you're like, why did his voice stay the same when he was pointed away from the microphone as it did when it was towards the microphone? So not only can Steven Seagal do his own voiceover recording by throwing his voice, he can also not look at cameras a lot in this movie.
I'm just saying, that was there from the beginning, though. The contemplative saxophone, man.
Yes,
he would
but
just kind of
not
stare
the
off.
head turning. Not the head turning. This was like, dude, you could have put like the freaking sound effect, like, ring, 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 like like a hinge or something. This dude was like on a swivel half this movie, and but like, dude, it's there needed to be like a little bit more like there needed to be like an anti. Against him, like coalition of hillbillies that came in moonshine trucks to like, it's the Appalachian Mountains. Like they didn't really take advantage of what they could have. But as far as evil mind going movie, this is Seagal for me.
Ooh. Okay.
Bob, where does the Fire Down Below burn you at?
That's a dollar store keto. So part of the movie, he's fixing porches and hitting on the country gal and
That's what needs done
and whatnot. Yeah, it starts off terrible where they pretty much tell you the whole gist of what's going to happen, like in kind of like a little montage at the beginning where they show the plane flying to the mountains and whatnot, and they're replaying the story as to what's going on. And then you get into the whole mind stuff and everything. I mean, there was a couple of things in it that were kind of cool, but then it goes into the girl's got the brother who was, how shall I say, taking advantage of his own sister, but he killed his parents or killed his father, and she took the blame for it, and all this other stuff.
And Steven Seagal just magically knew this. Like he just was able to piece this together.
Exactly.
This is the story, right?
Yeah. So I really didn't like this movie at all. This was terrible.
Dude.
And what's funny is when it was starting and I was like, okay, this is kind of different for him. And then it got bad and I was like, okay, no, this is exactly like all his other movies.
But wrist locks in a mine shaft. Come on.
Dude, he's in one of those cars where you have to lay down. Come on.
Donkey Kong Country.
No, the dollar store keto.
Craig,
Fair enough.
How does the fire burn you?
It's intense, but it leaves some to be desired, if you will. But yeah, Steven Seagal as Jack Taggart. Come on, that's a name that you want from one of these. It's not as ethnic as some of his previous characters' names, but fair enough. This time he's a Taggart, and he's going up against Chris Christopherson was Oren Sr. Anyway, you've got a Chris Christopherson in this. You got a Stephen Lang. Man, I always love seeing Stephen Lang. He is the quintessential villain. And then on top of that, you've got a Harry Dean Stanton who plays this really weird character that it decides to end with a dance by him. I don't quite understand, but good times. And then you've got Levon Helm from the band as Reverend Goodall. There's some really awesome supporting characters in this, but yeah, man. Oh, and I didn't speak of Marg Helgenberger.
Of course you did.
You know, I like seeing Marg Helgenberger. I believed her and this convoluted story that she had with her brother, and the fact that she is seen as an outcast who killed her father, but now she has the company of bees. And don't forget that Jack Taggart bought all of her honey, because that's what kind of guy he is. He's sweet. Yeah,
Well,
this
that's because
movie
it's not
sucks,
the honey
man.
he wanted, you know.
I could definitely see this as Dollar Store Aikido. I got to be honest, I was confusing parts of this and On Deadly Ground together. And I thought that On Deadly Ground just had like way more of a stacked cast, but I was taking like half of the actors from this and putting it in that movie. Watching both of them back to back, yeah, I gotta say he knew how to direct Seagal better than this guy did. So yeah, he does have this weird, I'm just hanging out in this town doing random stuff. But I do like how it ends with Harry Dean Stanton dancing on his new porch that Steven Seagal built him. So yeah, I'm going Dollar Store. Where do you put it, Warren?
Dollar Store Keto all day. I mean, it's just a terrible movie. Even though I love Chris Christopherson, it's just like this. Just
Dude,
yeah.
I don't think you're giving enough credit to how he can throw his voice and he can look left when he's supposed to be looking right. Like, and dude, wrist locks in a mine shaft. Tell me that's not the name of the next big band. Like, come on, man. With the this movie is such shit, dude. It's terrible.
So bad.
It's so bad.
Okay.
Well,
go ahead.
It kind of looks good in comparison to some of these upcoming ones, but sorry, Warren, I didn't mean
How
to cut you
dare
off.
you, sir?
Okay, so the next one is number 10 is it's The Patriot. It's loosely based on a novel, The Last Canadian. It was Seagal's first film release, direct-to-video, premiering July 10th of 1998. And he plays a local doctor who used to be a government immunologist, and these local what do they call them? Fucking men of arms guys, whatever they call them, the redneck military dudes. They steal a biovirus weapon, and then because they're jackasses, they unleash it on themselves and the whole town. And then Steven Seagal has to wrist lock his way through it. And surprisingly, not as many fight scenes. It's more about him with a furrowed brow over a petri dish as young soldiers die. But yeah, so
more horses than I would have thought as well.
Where did you put this movie at?
Okay, so you would think this would be amazing, right? Because of how stupid it is. But this was so boring.
Oh,
the first one where I could say it was really boring. Because I saw when I saw the cover, like, because I was watching them on Prime Video, and I think this might have been one I had to watch somewhere else. But when I saw it, I was like, dude, Steven Seagal in a Western? Oh my God, this is going to be amazing. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, no, it's not. It's
they couldn't afford cars.
It's some of the most grandstanding that I've ever seen by an actor. Because not only is he like, this amazing guy who can solve like any problem, right, that's thrown his way 10 minutes before anybody even realizes what's going on. He's a fucking scientist.
Are you talking about Dr. Wesley McLaren?
I am. Who else am I talking about? And it is unbelievably stupid. And there was no wrist locking on any beakers or anything.
But did you see the way that he wrist locked in on his whiteboard? Like the way that he perfectly drew every beaker and everything that would need to go into the apparatus to actually make
Listen,
this.
if he would have went through
cure.
like this, I'd have been like, I'm sold. This was just boring as shit. This was dollar store Aikido, or for the love of God, stop, please. Stop existing right now. This is my least favorite out of all of them.
Yeah.
So are you going dollar store, or are you going?
I'm going for the love of God. Because I thought it was going to be so much better. And I'm sure Greg's going to tell us all these people that were in it that I don't care about.
You know about Gaylord Sartain? Come on.
That was the one part that kind of like when I saw the trailer, because I watched it on Amazon too. That was the part where I was like, well, he's in this? This might be fucking interesting then. But yeah, Bob, where do you put this movie?
Well, Laps, you gave this more credit than I thought when you said that this was a Western with Steven Seagal. This is going to be amazing. I initially thought this is going to be shit because
well, that's why amazing is different reasons.
In a Western. I mean, it's going to be bad. Different. And then when I read he's a doctor, I was like, what? And so as I started
like
watching
Dr.
it,
Quinn.
and you see him giving medicine to the horse, I'm like, what? Is he a veterinarian? And then it turns out he's not even a veterinarian. I'm like, this is stupid. The movie is filmed like crap. The story is stupid. He's terrible in this movie. This is for the love of God, Steven. This is an awful movie.
Great.
So
how
I do want to say
you?
You guys should appreciate Gaylord Sartain. He did good as the main bad guy, the guy who ran the militia. That being said, don't really know anybody else in this movie, so I'm not going to be talking up who else is in here. You can tell it's direct to video. It is just not of the same quality. It doesn't look like they even had access to multiple lenses. It is an interesting choice for a lot of this stuff. But hey, we're actually seeing what would happen if you put Steven Seagal on a horse. And apparently what happens is he gets a really, really long scarf to distract from, his duster that he's wearing. It's interesting. I wish we got a Steven Seagal Western. This might be the closest that we get. We get him on a horse, and there's a pony a couple of times, but yeah, this is for the love of God, Steven. It is the worst of the worst. I know he's got other ones that they might actually be worse on paper, but there's like some redeeming line. There's something where you could get some sort of value from watching it. There's nothing that you get from The Patriot.
And he wasn't even doing a good voice impersonation. He was like himself, and it was like nobody wants that.
It's not great. Where do you fall on this one, Warren?
I'm right with you guys for the love of God, Steven. I mean, the fight scenes were barely there. The plot was kind of like, oh, we need his daughter because she's immune. And then all of a sudden we'll just forget that she's immune halfway through the movie. And then he ends up in some secret military base where he essentially works with this kind of hot Indian chick to create a cure, and they find out it's just some flower and a rain dance or some shit. And then
there's a great message at the end. The army is dropping flowers on everybody.
That also didn't make any sense because the flowers aren't going to cure you. It's the vaccine made from deriving the flowers into a shot that's supposed to
good
cure
enough.
You, not just spray
some petals
on you. And Gaylord, like I think he kills him with like a pencil or something. I don't know.
Fucking pencil.
It was fucking dumb. Like it was the worst one on the list, I think, and that's saying a lot. After
I don't know about
ones.
that.
No, don't you even dare! If you insult two of these movies,
dare you?
I will be very.
I know
upset.
which one you're talking about, and you were wrong, sir.
Okay, so go ahead.
No, go ahead.
That one's unanimous. I think it's the only one that we've all chosen the exact same one.
It's just, dude, when you don't know what it's about and you hear Steven Seagal, doctor, scientist,
and horses,
chemist, Western.
Yeah.
Dude, Bob, I don't understand how you think that's horrible. That in itself is take my money. I will watch this. But then it ended up
that would be good
wrong.
if you had a different actor attached to that. Once
No,
you have Steven
no,
Seagal attached to the
why it's
entire
good.
description, it's
That's
like this
why
is
it's good,
going to
because it
be
doesn't-
crap.
No, it's good because
Yes, it
he is
is.
none of those things.
Exactly the
None
point.
of them. You don't
he
like
is-
bad movies for the sake of them being bad. You know it's going to be bad. It's Steven Seagal. Like, they're
not
all
only have we-
horrible.
Well, now we've turned a corner on it. We are now in a completely new century. I believe that is the last one from the 1900s. The turn of the century now. These are more modern Steven Seagal films.
That's what you want to call them.
The next one is a 2001, and it's Exit Wounds.
But
And it's got DMX trying to do his best Tupac impersonation with acting.
where my dog's at?
And there's not really much to say about this one. Where do you put this one at, Laps?
Dude, I can't believe you said there's not a lot to say about this. Steven Seagal is black in this movie, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Convincingly. He gets a pass.
I mean, come on, brother. You know what I mean, jive turkey. Like, what? What are you doing?
Come on, Orrin Boyd.
Dude, like, and that the string of awesome names continues. Like, so it's just, and DMX, like, this is not the best DMX Steven Seagal performance that we'll get to. There is another that surpasses this. But this is Seagal. This is Seagal for me.
Okay.
All right, Bob, where do you put Exit Wounds?
Honestly, I kind of liked this one. I'm gonna
Okay, you know what, Bob?
this is my list. You've been wrong on everyone here. So let me educate you here. I'm going to give this Aikido approved just simply because I had a good time with it. Look, I don't think it's as good as the other Aikido approves on the list, but after you've had a few bad ones here, this was kind of a refresher, and it was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, this isn't too bad. Part of what I liked about it is you got a decent cast. You got the thespian that is DMX. You got no, seriously, you got Anthony Anderson. Tom Arnold is in it. Eva Mendes has a part in it. So I liked some of the side characters on it. The movie itself, I think, is okay. I think it's one of his better made films, especially in the new century. So I got to give it a higher grade simply because I think it's better made.
You said when we had a string of bad ones, as if there was a string of good ones.
Well, there
That
was.
is why. That is why. That is why I know that Bob is wrong.
Look, so
Wrong.
I mean, he had two Seagalists during that time, Marked for Death and Under Siege. You all are just wrong. But no, this one I actually kind of enjoyed. I like the scene when he comes out from the anger management class or whatever, and Tom Arnold comes out and he's like, dude, that's so awesome, they all want you to come back in and whatnot, and he beats the crap out of those guys trying to break into his car, and the lady is like, look, you can't just be doing this, like your anger is getting the better of you or whatever, and he's like, look, you see how happy I'm making everybody, because everybody was cheering him on and whatnot. So I thought that scene was funny. Now the villains, those are the weakest part of this film, because
how dare you?
No, because they're not memorable per se. It's not that they're terrible. It's just I think they're the weakest part of the film. And I will say I felt bad for that captain. You know, she just dies in that car wreck, and then it's just kind of like, oh, she's dead, whatever. And so that kind of sucked. But overall, I'm going to give this an Aikido approved. I kind of like this one.
Hey, Warren, did you hear how Bob said that scene was Steven Seagal was funny?
Yes.
What do you have to say about that?
Well, Tom Arnold is in that scene. There you go.
All right.
He was funny. This was his happy face. Come on. Yeah. It's an amazing, very quotable movie. It is certainly elevated from a lot of the other ones. I could see putting it in the lowest of Aikido approved. It is one of them that I've gone back to quite a few different times. How dare you, Bob, when you say that the villains were not great? You got Michael Jai White.
I said not as memorable. Awesome. I said they're the weakest part.
Okay, fair enough. You got Bruce McGill as well. He always plays this kind of sleazy character that I just absolutely love. You got Bill Duke as Chief Hinges. Man, I love me some Bill Duke, and to see him come in fully strapped at the end, I love that. And then we got some Isaiah Washington in there as well. I absolutely love this cast, and the aforementioned Jill Hennessy crossing Jordan, who kisses the windshield really hard. It's kind of unceremonious, but it's nice to see her in something. And then Ava Mendez is also in this one. Just it's a hell of a cast, and there's some pretty fun moves as far as what they were willing to do with it. We don't have as mobile a Steven Seagal, but this time we got DMX. What can DMX do? He can tie a belt to a shotgun and then throw it up in the air, and somehow that makes it fire, and it works perfectly. Easy to aim. I absolutely love Exit Wounds, man. I would put it the lowest of Aikido approved, but I would also be happy with it in Big Ponytail Energy. So I think I'll go low Aikido.
There we go.
Warren,
there we go.
It all
that
comes
way
down
Laps
to you.
can be wrong again. There we go.
Oh, I am going to join Team Laps and give this a C.
Ah, jeez, Warren.
That's my dog. I'm my dog's ass.
Warren, you were on a roll there for a while.
It does have that great scene where DMX is buying the car.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
black guy's treating him like crap, and then he ends up throwing the white guy the money as he like runs out, drives it out through the window. Yeah, it's just not great. I mean, DMX is trying to essentially do what Tupac was able to do, was act, and DMX can't do that at all. And Seagal, like you said, he's just bad, and he's a black hole for humor. So yeah.
But it's dark and hell is hot. They end the movie with that amazing song. Come on, man. Nothing. Okay.
Nothing. All right, now we're going to move on to number 12, which was Out for a Kill. And which one was this one? I got lost on this one. But
it's one where he played the professor, the archaeologist.
Professor Robert Burns.
One. Yes, the monkey fight scene in the barber shop. Okay, yes. Now, they started. I got started to get traumatized watching all of these, and this one was really, really bad. He plays the ghost, the archaeologist thief who goes to prison, becomes an actual doctorate of archaeology, changes his name, and then pisses off the Yakuza after his assistant was killed. And apparently he's some master of some kind of art. But yes, Laps, where did you put Out for a Kill?
This is the one where it's like the Chinese gangs, they're all together, right?
Yeah. It's like there's like a table of them, and as he's going through them.
This is Aikido approved by far. Dude,
wow.
This is incredible. This movie is so bad. It's so bad, but the fight scenes in it are the probably, in my opinion, some of his better fight scenes. Stuff that he does actually would work in a fight, where he just straight up punches dudes and rams their faces into stuff. But there is 3 wrist lock scenes in this that are my favorites. And it's when he's in the restaurant with his wife, and then he goes and she's like, sees him and he's like, oh shit, and he turns around and he's like, oh shit, and the guy comes with the sterling silver tray and goes to hit him, and he just goes under it and wrist locks it up, and the tray goes straight up in the air, right? And if you watch, they were so cheap. When he turned dude around, they kept filming, and you see the tray hit the wall and hit some person who's just sitting down in the back. Just nails them, dude, and they just kept it, right? It was so perfect,
as
so
they
amazing.
should.
And then there's another wrist lock where he's got the guy down, and he pulls him down to the ground and then pulls him up, and somehow that hurts the dude. Like, I don't know. Like, he just bends him over and then goes back up, and the dude just basically is like, oh my God, I'm dead. That part was incredible. And the main Chinese bad guy, dude, it was like every other scene, another person is gone from the table.
Yep.
He's like, oh, this guy is getting on my nerves. We must take care of him. And then another action scene. It was probably one of the most action-filled movies that he has. Because, I mean, he had to fight every single one of those dudes in their little guys.
Okay,
and there was
you quizzed me. How memorable were any of the names for any of them? Because
I don't remember
can
names.
you give me any of the names? So you're not going to
yes.
say the main bad guy being
Tang Ji
Salo
Li.
or
Tang Ji Li. There was Tang Ji Li.
Okay.
He was the guy with the thing. There was
Tang Ji Li was the bird.
There was
Lebo
the other.
Was the other one?
There was Sen Lo or Sen La or Sen something, right?
Salo.
Salo. Okay, so I remember a couple of them, but I'm being honest. I'm the worst when it comes to that. So like, I wouldn't know them. I say that to the people that always say, "There's this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy." I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit who they are. As long as the movie is terrible and it has Steven Seagal in it, I'm all for it. Like that's my rating scale for Steven Seagal movies. These movies that are like half competent and have a story. Why would I want to watch that? He's terrible. Like, you only want to watch terrible people do terrible things. Like, I don't want to see a terrible dude in a movie that could have been way better if it didn't have that plot and was Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like, what? the mean. I'm surprised he doesn't have a movie where he's got to like save the rec center from someone who's coming in to build apartments on land that was there for the children. You know, like, I mean, that's what you're dealing with basically in every movie. So the worse that it is, and the preachier that it is, like when he says like stupid stuff like, "Oh, motherfucker's gonna pay a motherfucking price when a motherfucker like me comes around," like that. How do you like that? That's
no. You don't get to do that because you didn't put Screwface at the top.
I put it on Aikido approved though. I did. I thought it was. I like I said, I only have one Seagalith movie, but
we haven't got there yet. Oh my God.
Here's the funny thing. I've rated all these movies lower than most everybody.
True.
All my average ratings are like Seagal and like below.
You're also wrong about this one, but we
This is
respect the
Aikido
choice.
approved. You're ridiculous if you don't think this, Gray.
Bob, what do you got on this one?
All right, this one is a contender for the Seagal of For the Love of God, Steven, because this is an awful movie. This is terrible. It is badly acted, badly edited. The dubbing in this thing is awful. I mean, it's really, really.
You just said all things that make me want to watch this movie. You just said all the things that make me want to see. Like, I don't understand this stage. Like, what are you? It's Steven Seagal. Why are you looking for
It's just
anything
awful,
good?
man. A terrible story, terrible premise. This is everything that is awful about this guy's movies. I mean, it's all here. This is a terrible film.
This is every movie.
You know, like, and just the way his reaction to everything, like his partner or assistant dies. I'm gonna go avenge her, you know, and then all of a sudden his wife dies. Now I'm gonna go avenge them, and I'm gonna be back before Monday so I can be here for the funeral.
Dude, when he asked permission from the old man, come on,
I'm
dude.
like, are you freaking kidding me?
Dude, he punched an incense.
And then you got that one chick, you know, fighting the girl that was trying to tattoo her. She's a tattoo this bitch. I'm like, no. I'm sorry. This is an awful movie. This is a contender for the love of, or to be the Seagalith of For the Love of God, Steven.
No, you are so wrong, dude. You are.
Oh, hell no.
Wrong.
Great.
You are so
Walter's
wrong.
got a point on this that I'll snatch every motherfucking birthday is one of the best Seagal non sequiturs, and he does not have any in this particular film. There's nothing in this film that kind of makes it work for me. I think Bob is right in this one. It is For the Love of God, Steven. It just everything about it doesn't work. You're right. There is a lot of action in it, but man, even the wire work, it's the monkey.
It's Steven
barber
Seagal
scene.
and Wirework. Like, what is wrong with you people? Like, I don't understand.
Looks like
It's
Steven.
not good. It's like,
It's
wow,
not
this is gonna
supposed
be
to be.
even
Oh,
faker.
because fucking Under Siege, man, that's fucking cinema. Let me tell you,
Hell yeah.
he doesn't act
Dude.
exactly the same
He
way.
was using his wits. He was, putting a ruse for them. It was rather clever.
Yes.
You knew
No,
that they
it
would want to
wasn't.
flip the breaker back on. Oh, they didn't expect it, but then that happened.
But they expected to get wrist locked to the ground and then straight up, and then all of a sudden their back and spine is severed. Right? That's
But in
expected.
Out for a Kill, Professor Robert Burns, Steven Seagal, the guy
Dude,
that
he goes to
I definitely
jail
would call the
again,
professor.
makes a friend, and he actually tries to get him out of jail.
I just
Tell me
What can I
tell
say,
me
man?
one Steven Seagal movie where they introduce a side character where has like very little to do with and they ever mention him again.
that's most of them. Usually they die off to the side, and then we never mention them or
but
think of
this
them again.
movie they mention him.
You're right. It doesn't have the elements of what I'm looking for in a Steven
No,
Seagal
you're
film.
looking for movies
it
that
breaks
make
the
sense
mold
with Steven
in the
fucking
wrong
Seagal.
way. And what can I say? For me, it's for the love of God. Why, Steven? What about you, Warren? We've got 2 Fs and an A. You are the ultimate decider here.
I'm so sorry, Laps.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry, but this is a massive F for me. It was so.
Dude, I can't help it if the manliness exuded from this movie has turned you all gay. I
It was
can't help that.
It was so painful to watch from
Yes!
the monks at the funeral to the monkey fist guy to the random I'm in jail, I'm out of jail scene to the green
That was not
screen,
random.
like with his wife.
Oh, come on.
dies.
He's like Batman. He
He's
just
like-
shows up and he just appears in the
no,
corner of a room.
The jail scene wasn't random. They used him as bait, you see.
Well, yeah, it was just terrible. And
Of
then
course it was. That's what makes it
after
amazing.
After his wife dies, there's the green screen behind him of just like the lightning, and he's just like head goes down, and then he tells the old man he'll kill everyone before his wife's funeral, and then it was just so
good,
bad,
dude.
so
No.
bad.
No.
I mean, it wasn't even bad to be good; it was just bad.
It was amazingly bad. If you can't enjoy the lines in this movie, I honestly don't know what you're watching these movies for. Like, are you watching them for the great action
That's
scenes?
why I'm doing
We
it.
had to.
No, I'm saying,
Yeah, we were filling out a list, sir,
But-
is why
but-
this one was on there.
but you also rated them, right? You have to rate them.
Very
So, like-
lowly, this one.
Nah, yeah, you suck.
I actually I couldn't watch it all at once because I actually quit watching it because it was so bad, and I had to come back to finish it because I'm dedicated to the show. So, now number 13 is this is the last of the mainstream ones on the list. It's Machete, where he's essentially playing I believe it's the bad guy in this one,
Yes.
and so Laps, where do you have Machete on your list?
It has an awesome death, but other than that, it's dog shit movie.
Dog shit
Dog
movie?
Yes. This
How
is
dare
terrible.
you, man?
This is a terrible, terrible movie. But I still like it because it's horrible. It's so horrible, dude. Danny Trejo, yeah, he's believable. Like sagging more than Richard Simmons' tits. It's fucking if you're gonna make these old ass dudes believable, it has to be so stupid. You can't do this as we're actually really gonna try. Like,
Well,
that's
it was a Grindhouse parody, though. I mean,
it's just not good though.
We didn't see Jessica Alba's side boob, though. I mean,
always worth it.
Okay,
Laps. So what does not good mean? Does that mean big
Seagal.
ponytail energy?
No, like Seagal.
Okay.
Bob
live with
loves
that.
movies. Where do you put this? Did you love this movie?
Okay, I didn't get to do a rewatch, but I have seen it before a couple times. They don't call it a B movie for nothing. This is a big ponytail energy. This is meant to be exactly what it is. I think you get like it doesn't take itself seriously, kind of like you said. This is meant to be a parody of that trailer that was from the Grindhouse. So that's kind of where this came from. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. So I'm giving this big ponytail energy, and the cast is cool with it. So yeah, for that I had a good time with it.
Ray, where do you put Machete?
So I'm a huge fan. I am apparently the exact inverse of Lapsed on this particular one. I love me some Robert Rodriguez when it hits right, and that's not like Spy Kids or whatever. It is kind of the Machete thing. It is really the Grindhouse things. I didn't like Death Proof, but man, oh man, did I love the other version of that. I used to have this giant poster of the two of them, and just, man, I gotta say Robert Rodriguez knows how to do a Grindhouse movie, if you will. And yeah, I love me some Machete. It's exactly what I want out of kind of every one of these actors. He just hits the note right on for that cheesy Grindhouse exactly experience that you're looking for. And if you're not going to count one episode of television that he did, which I'm kind of blanking on which one it is. That's right, Roseanne. He had an episode of Roseanne that ranks 7.1. This is his highest ranked thing on IMDb. It gets a 6.6. Which
reasons why this movie is good. Episode of Roseanne.
No. These are the two highest ranked things out of any of his filmography. Most of his films are somewhere in the 3s. If he's lucky, he might get up to the 4s with occasional 2s and 1s. But yeah, this is kind of the only 6 that he's in. And this is kind of a different point in his life where he's not necessarily the star of it. He kind of co-leads in a lot of these, but this is exactly what I want. And this is the kind of character that I want out of a Steven Seagal. For me, this is Aikido approved. I don't know where that puts us. I guess that puts us back in Big Ponytail because we got a C, B, and A. But Warren, you are the deciding factor. I understand a B movie might not be for everybody, but what is it for you?
I'm a fan of the B movie. Not taking yourself too serious movies. Like it's not as good as like Black Dynamite. I think Black Dynamite is an amazing exploitation parody film. I did like seeing Danny Trejo get some love. I'm not as a big fan with Robert Rodriguez as, let's say, like as you are, Gray, but I do think he does do an interesting Grindhouse kind of deal. I think he's a little bit better with his other Desperado type kind of things. But I put it at Big Ponytail Energy, right around that area, because I do like the exploitation. It doesn't take itself too seriously. The cast also doesn't take itself too seriously.
Though it's got
it has a great cast in it.
De Niro,
I would say,
Jeff
if
Fahey.
anything, they did themselves a disservice by having Steven Seagal in it. They could have casted someone who would have had a lot more fun in that kind of role than Steven Seagal did. Because if anything we've learned about Steven Seagal is that he never is not taking himself too seriously. So he can't ever kind of, like, Van Damme would have been better in that role, because at least Van Damme can do a little bit of self humor. Yeah, I liked Machete. I thought it was fun. It's not like the greatest thing that Rodriguez has ever done, but at the same time, I just liked there was a lot of enough cool stuff about it where I'll give it a B on that one.
Fair enough. I do like Planet Terror more than it, but it's supposed to be a B movie. But I understand it doesn't work for all. So sorry about that, Lapsed. I think
all
that
of these
rests
movies are worse than B movies. What are you talking about here?
which elevates this to one of the better ones.
No, it
Tom
doesn't.
Savini is in this one. Don Johnson, Cheech Marin. Come on, man.
Okay,
Dude.
so
No, I'm
Down
sorry.
to the nitty gritty here.
now we're down to the last two, and
I'm going last on this one.
Okay,
I want to
so
hear
we'll-
other people's opinions first.
Okay, we'll do you last. Then we'll start with Bob, and we'll go with this one was Code of Honor. This is he plays a special forces high level guy who is essentially going through and just taking out all of everyone he seems to think is bad in the city, drug dealers, pimps, just all of that the bad guy kind of stuff, while being chased down by a mysterious federal agent and some hard-nosed cops. Bob, where did you put Code of Honor?
All right. Well, because it's got plenty of tits and ass, I kind of wanted to put it in Dollar Store Keto, but I've got to put this in For the Love of God, Steven. This is a bad movie. It really is. Jeez.
I
Is
don't
it
think
the
people
highest in the For the Love of God?
I don't even think like people understand Steven Seagal movies. I'm like getting this like how is this not like the most Steven Seagal thing that you've ever seen? I'm playing.
You're gonna put this in Seagalith, man.
I am a force that is no one can figure out. I am a ghost of a human. I am the most indestructible thing you've ever seen.
Okay,
I am the most round man that can scurry along. They have a stunt double do walking scenes for me.
Yeah, look,
this is the most Seagal thing ever in existence.
No, it's terrible, man. It's terrible.
The first scene,
the editing is awful. The acting is terrible.
Yes, as a movie,
hold on, you're gonna get your chance to Seagal at this thing. This is my chance to put it in For the Love of God, Steven. And this is an awful movie.
But we're doing the Seagal tier list.
Okay, man. No, it's bad. Look, even on a Steven Seagal tier list, this is pretty bad. I didn't like this one at all. I don't know what else to say about this. I was bored through it. And then I hated the ambiguous ending where it doesn't really explain whether he was the same person or not. I mean, you get the impression he wasn't, but there's a lot of theories out there that he was. And I just, whatever.
He already explained it himself.
This movie sucked.
Great.
Did not. How dare you.
I do think. This isn't a contender for the Seagal of For the Love of God, Steven. I'll say that. I'd put this on the higher end of that.
Good.
Great. Where are you sitting at with Code of Honor?
I'm sitting much higher, much friendlier with the Code of Honor. What can I say? I think that, like Steven Seagal, I try to live with a Code of Honor. I hope mine is more successful. But there's something about this film. So Laps had kind of warned me about it, and I didn't kind of take him seriously. And I got to be honest, the second that I finished it, I had to text Laps to just be like, dude, thank you for making me watch this film. It is an amazing peak Seagal. I could see this going Seagalith. I know it's not going to end up there. Do I do a strategic thing to offset the For the Love of God, Steven? It's not my favorite, but man, it's got some amazing lines. And then just what they're willing to work with in this film is kind of crazy. And it was so stupid. Labs kind of spoiled what the opening scene was going to be for me, but somehow I didn't put two and two together when he mentions, hey, there's this building in the background that says 666 that I have spent way too much time at that exact building. I've been to the location where like at least the opening scene of this takes place. And it happens to be this haunted house that is in Utah. And my band happened to be going through that area quite a bit around Halloween. And that's when this haunted house is open. And they have bands there for whatever the couple weeks leading up to Halloween. The bands just play for like the big zigzag, like amusement park crowds. It's kind of awesome. And I really enjoyed it. I got to go through this haunted house on a private tour of it. So I don't know. It just brought this nostalgia back. And this was 2016 when this movie was out. It would have been somewhere around that time. So I might have been playing there very around at this time. So to me, not only does it have peak Seagal and then the weirdness that you want out of a Seagal movie and the cheesiness. Just man, when you add like the nostalgia and the personal touch there, just it sends it over the top for me. So I'm gonna go very high, big ponytail energy for me. But that's all I'm saying. Warren, did it hit as well for you, or are you in the Bob category here?
I liked this one more than the next one. But at the same time, like it is tough because like I can see what Laps is talking about. If I'm just going off a pure like just movie opinion, it's an F. But it is very much, there's something about it that's like I don't know what it is, but I was much more interested in this movie than I was like The Patriot and Out for a Kill, and like so I almost have to go higher with it than F. I'm honest, I'm gonna go Seagal. I don't know what it is about this movie, but I was interested in it. So it's like if they picked a better guy to play the agent that was hunting Seagal's character, I think this movie would have been a little bit better. But at the same time, though, it's just like I don't know. It was just it felt I don't know. It's a weird.
It's like
I'll pull the trigger, Warren. This is awful.
Come on, it's like a
Seagal,
but it's night school. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna go Seagal. I'm gonna go Seagal with it. It's just something weird about it.
All right, so this movie,
Here we go.
I'll be honest, and you know that I've said this many times. I have never really just sat down and like critiqued a movie. Like, why did they choose this direction? Why did they do? This movie had me questioning things and why things were being done. Okay. The news guy, the fucking slimy news dude who's like talking about this vigilante and how he's destroying such great things like the community's strip club. Fucking like the scene where Seagal is taking out the crack dealers and the lady's just hitting the pipe while the dude next to him has a hole in his head. She's just got
she's
blood
like
all
happily
over.
hitting it too.
Yeah, she's like
smiling.
yeah. Like not even flinching. Like this is everyday thing. When he takes out everybody in the first scene and then zip lines down, and it's clearly like an entirely different human being. Some of the worst green screening. Yes, as a movie, like if you're looking at why it like the movie, how it's made, terrible, horrible. It's horrible, right? But there's choices in this movie that like this guy who's supposed to be this badass like special agent, right? He's just like, you look at him and he's just like some fat dude that they met at the pool. Like he's just like some dude, and like is like some of the worst action you've ever seen, right?
Yeah.
And like they turn the camera real fast to make it look like he did something, you know, and he doesn't.
Like,
and
come
the
on,
acting,
dude.
Hold on.
The bomb on the
ahead.
chair scene, it's so amazing.
I
Like,
was
how
going
you
to
say
get
that
to the
that's
chair scene. The
bad
bomb
acting?
on the chair scene when he's like rolling around with the chair and taking out dudes left and right. And the strip club scene where I really think they just went into a strip club and had Steven Seagal sit down and smoke a cigar because the only thing that happened in there was slow motion. I'm pretty sure they just went in there with a camera and started filming.
Well, they also accurately pointed out there's a creepy guy smoking in the back.
That's true.
Scary guy.
That's true. And I'm 100% sure they thought of getting Heather Graham, but she was like, even though I'm this old, I'm not showing my tits for Steven Seagal. So they cast that other lady. So, hold on. But then, as if it couldn't get any weirder, like this movie had nothing going. They try to usual suspects it up, right? They're like, is this guy real? Is he real? Or is this guy it's dual personality? So I did research, and Steven Seagal has explained this movie himself. And you ready for what he calls the twist in this movie? Are you ready for this? This is why you watch Steven Seagal. This is how disassociated this man is. Remember what you saw, right? And he said, the twist was that it wasn't that whether I was real or not. I was obviously a real person. I fought him in the building. He said, the twist is that Sykes had set this up between the gangs. the whole time. Like, yeah, no shit. He said that. They asked him.
No, but the
Like,
twist
this
was
is-
there was no twist. It was just that opening scene where he's taking out both kings.
Dude, it's just why people like they just start things and then stop them and they're just never back in the movie ever again. Like the amount of ego in this movie where he like does these like knife moves, right? And they show him like throwing a knife and he's like, eh, and then it just sticks him into his and then he gets an interview with the CD news guy and he looks at the cameraman and he goes, don't worry, brother. I know you're taking orders. And then 2 seconds later kills him. Like, why did you say that to him? You were like,
it doesn't
I understand.
excuse it.
I understand. You're just
understands
only
it.
taking orders. But you die now.
Well,
And-
why are you killing the news guy? There's that one part where the Fed guy's like, the hooker or the stripper thinks that he's after her. Like, why?
Mhm.
Well, no, he blew up the entire strip club and left the strippers alive. And the guy mentioned the only reason why the strippers are alive is because he didn't want them dead. So
Right.
then now he's got the single mom stripper in his hotel room telling her like, oh no, he's after you. Like, why would he be after you? Yeah, it was just.
It's like there was just choices made in this movie.
It
that
felt
were
like a
so
movie
weird.
from the 90s that you found on YouTube that you were like, okay, this is cool because the guys were trying really hard. Because like the green screen shot with the 2 FBI agents in the helicopter,
In the helicopter.
made me laugh out loud when I saw that because they're just
Yes.
both guys sitting on stools and it's
Yeah.
supposed to be inside this helicopter.
And there's
and-
someone shaking the screen.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's so bad, man. It's so bad. And like, there's just so many things in that movie that are just so bad and so dumb.
I loved it when he saw the helicopter. Seagal just randomly
Jumps
jumps
into
into it. And then he's down there like laying in the fetal position, and the guy has to run down, and they go to have their fight. Oh,
And how did Seagal know? How did he know? He goes, nice move, making them think that I'm you and you're me. And it's like, how the fuck do you know this? That wasn't even said. That was just said. The cop said it. Like, you were. How do you know? He didn't even know. Like, what? There's just things in this movie. Like he sniped someone from like 7 miles away.
yeah, that was another one too.
Like
he
I know
sniped
that you
dude.
can snipe for like a couple of miles. I know that's a thing. Like people have set but you're not like shooting through someone's face.
I know when they showed that part, and it's like going through the whole city. I was like, that's like fucking 15 miles. Like, how the hell did he do that?
And you ever notice like the only time you see him walk in the whole movie, except for the fight scene, is when he comes to the alleyway.
Yeah.
And then when he turns around, it's not him. They couldn't even get him. Like they couldn't even get him where he was standing to walk away. They couldn't even film him actually walking away, like not during the movie, to put it in there. They had to get someone else because he was like, no, I will not come back and film a scene of me walking away for you. Like it's the pinnacle of Seagal. It's actually I could say this, my Seagalith pick is not even on this list. It's called Sniper. It's one of his worst movies ever. It's probably the worst one that's ever been made. But this one for me is definitely Aikido approved. It is so bad. As a movie, yes. If you're looking at it as a well-constructed movie, no, it's an F. It's a 100% F. Like it is. It's the acting is piss poor. The story is terrible. But this is what I think the essence of this dude is. Like he thinks he's saying something like deep and edgy, and he's not, and he never has. And that's what I look at, because if you're going to watch like even action movies from the same era, right? Like I wouldn't even go American. You know what I mean? I'd be watching Chinese movies. I'd be watching guys that like perfected that art, you know, and that's what I would do. So like the main attraction for me is the persona built around the man and what comes out on film, and you know he has a massive hand in these things, especially his straight to DVD stuff. And he's like, "No, this is how we're doing it. This is the message I
It's
want
a
to convey."
firm,
I think
quickly
these movies
flailing
only get
hand.
approved because he's involved.
Right.
Code of Honor only gets made because it got Steven Seagal's name attached to it.
Yes.
You know, that it's like that's where most of the budget went, like all $100,000.
You would say he might be the Tom Cruise of the straight to DVD section.
A movie
This
is not
movie
the
did
same
not
once
get
he
made.
has the role.
Yeah.
Without
What does
him in
that
it.
put us at? So we've got 1F, 1A, 1B, and then Warren, what did you end up giving us?
I had it at C,
C. So I'd say it's got to be a C or a B.
probably C or B, high C,
So
low
wait,
B.
1, 2. So wait. So Bob said F. Okay. So and
Yes.
I said A. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1 space up, 2 space. It would be it'd be B or C. So whatever you guys want to put it at, I'm fine with.
That better be a C.
Under Siege 2.
I'm not
is,
listening to you,
looking a little
Bob.
lonely.
You
I
already
think
have
all
a stigma
all
against
three of
this.
you have lost your damn minds.
I want Bob to come back next week, so I'm going to say C.
All three of you lost your damn minds.
How have we lost our minds?
Because this movie's awful.
Of course it
Oh,
is.
it's so good. We haven't
Of
even
course
talked
so
about all the
good.
scenes.
It's terrible.
All right.
Bob,
So
you don't
now-
like
City
any
Hall.
bad movies? You don't like any
Marked
bad
for
movies?
Death is a bad movie that's so bad it's good. Screwface!
Yeah, and I agree with you. And I agree with you. I agree with you.
Oh,
I agree with you. It is very bad that it's good. But like there is an era of Seagal, Fat Seagal, dude, that is just so ego filled, bro. Like you can't see that.
He's always
this is
ego-filled.
This is cinema to a level that we have yet to see. Like the movie makes absolutely zero sense, bro. And someone was like, "We're gonna put $7 million into this."
Dude, you've been hanging out with Gray too much because now you're telling me I don't understand.
No, I
just
do.
don't get it.
I would never.
Fat Seagal that you don't understand.
No, I'm saying the level of acting is so bad that it hasn't been seen. Like this is like The Room almost. This is
Ray,
like
you're
up
having
there with The
an
Room.
impact on Lapsed over there, man.
No,
hell yeah.
If you remember, I said this is the only movie that I looked at and actually said those things. So it's the only movie I said that about. Correct?
You
Correct.
just don't get it, Bob. It's okay.
No,
yeah, that is
Bob
correct, Labs.
Bob gets it. He gets it. He just doesn't like it because it's bad for him.
Oh,
But
it sucks,
I think it's so bad that it's ridiculous. Like that's my point of it. Like I could actually watch this movie again and probably be like, wow, this is just unbelievably. I just don't
I
like
can't
there's
wait to
got to
show it
be
to my
bad
wife.
movies that someone likes, right? Like everybody likes a bad movie, correct? Like there's bad movies that people like,
Oh, yeah.
right? Right, exactly. This just
Yeah,
happens
and
to
they're
be
all
one
at the
of
top
them.
of this list.
I disagree. I think we should have that as one of our lists, like our favorite bad movies. We know they're bad, but we love them.
That'd be a cool list.
Right,
So-
and then what happens whenever you pick like the fucking the Barbie movie or something, and we're all
It's not
like,
a bad
that's-
movie. You're
that's-
wrong.
But hold on. But what I'm saying is, if so you pick, and then we're just all like, oh, that's terrible. That's shit.
No. Folly Ado is going to be on my list. You guys just don't get it. It's Pearl Before Swine.
No,
but
that
that is an
movie
amazing
sucks
movie that
too,
you think
Greg.
is
that
horrible.
movie's
That's what I'm
terrible.
saying.
I'd rather watch Code of Honor than Folio do.
You know what?
but what would you-
Warren,
what
I'm going
would
to give you
watch,
that right
Bob?
there. That is-
Okay, exactly.
You know what? Just for that
So now you
point
get
that
it,
you
Bob.
made right there, I'm going to up mine to dollar store keto just for that.
all right. Let's get to the
Plus,
last
it has
one
tits and
here.
ass in it.
Last but certainly not least is his final movie. Hopefully, his final movie, but this is the last one that he's done. It's called Beyond the Law. It reunites him with DMX and also an actor by the name of Johnny Messner, which is kind of like a Timu Jason Statham. He does a lot of these like B-level straight to DVD action films. He's also been in a few Steven Seagal movies where he does the heavy lifting of the action because Seagal is essentially now in a diaper and can't do any of this stuff. So in Beyond the Law, Seagal plays a big kingpin drug dealer whose son is a wild card.
He plays
And
Dusty Rhodes, sir.
he plays Dusty Rhodes. If Dusty Rhodes was a mobster head, and his crazy son kills a crackhead a card dealer, and that crackhead card dealer happens to be the son of a take no bullshit cop who's retired now, and I think he has lung cancer. I'm not sure. His wife died of lung cancer, and he was coughing a lot in the movie, but honestly, I wasn't paying attention enough to know if actually he had cancer or not. Laps, where do you put Beyond the Law?
Yeah. It just didn't have enough Seagal in it for me.
Yeah.
All this, like, Seagal was captivating. Every time he talked, I was just like, I feel you, the son of a plumber. I feel you, man. You know, gold dust dad. I get it. I get it, brother. I get it, man. And just like the fucking line, like, I feel like I'm talking to a retarded child. I was just like, all right, that was dead. And then fucking, you want to be a mobster? This part of the life. This part of the life. Like, dude, I mean, where do you get him? Like, being black Creole Southern guy.
You killed that poor boy.
Yeah. He's good. I believe at some point in time your soul has left your body. Because when you killed that boy, that poor boy. I'm like, what is happening right now? What am I watching? It's got to be. He's not in it enough. I give Seagal maybe his most Seagalith of all Seagal. But for the movie itself, I give it actually Seagal because there's just not enough of him in it. The movie is terrible. It's an awful movie. But I will say this, at least the guy they got to be the badass in this movie was way more badass than the guy at Code of Honor. That dude, they literally just picked him up from the pool. It was like,
it should have been this
Steven
guy.
Seagal movie. Yeah, they would have worked so much better. Would have worked a lot better. Yeah. But yeah, I give it Seagal.
Bob loves movies. How much did you love this movie?
I'm going dollar store keto. Yeah, I his stuff is fine. It's kind of funny actually watching it, and some of his lines, like you said, the whole line, I think I'm talking to a retarded child, or I feel like I'm speaking to a retarded child. I thought that actually kind of made me laugh. But the movie itself is terrible.
Yeah,
I liked it better than the two below it, and I thought it was better than Code of Honor. But yeah, I'm gonna give this dollar store keto.
Gray, where did you come in on this one?
Yeah, I hear what Lapsed is saying. I'm a little bit more in the Lapsed camp than Bob's in this. Like, how dare you, man? It is not better than Code of Honor. Code of Honor is amazing. It bookends a career in a couple of good ways. If this is the last one that he's doing, if he is out on this, it kind of makes sense. You're starting with Above the Law, you're ending with Beyond the Law. It bookends nicely that way. He also has, his final feature might also have the final DMX feature. It's a reuniting of something. Yeah, but it might be their both final feature.
Right.
I think he's got one in production currently, but I don't know if he's a lead in it or anything like that.
Well, it's actually it's actually called In Mother Russia Movie Make You. So
there's one Order of the Dragon, so we'll have to see what's going on with that. He is not first billed in it, so he might be more of like a mentor figure, but he is playing Mason Riker, so we'll see. It might be an amazing one. We'll have to see. But as far as Beyond the Law goes, he's got an amazing character name, Agostino Fen Adair. He's got the accent, which is again, it also bookends it. Above the Law, he was basically doing 60% Randy Savage. Now, instead of Macho Man, he's going a little different. He's going Dusty Rhodes with this one, and I kind of dig it. I think it's fun when he takes on an affectation. I dug it in Exit Wounds when he did that as well. And, for him to take on another one, it is the chef's kiss on a career. I'm going to go Seagal, but this is full Seagal for me. Warren, where are you putting Beyond the Law?
I was gonna go F, but when Labs mentioned the Dusty Rhodes impersonation, now I can't unsee that, and it makes
It's
it actually
so
a little
ridiculous.
bit. It makes it a little bit better, because I liked Code of Honor better than this one. This one I got so annoyed. I don't know if it's the way they edited it or what the deal was, but there was so much lapse in the dialogue where it's like they would pause. There would be like a 10-second pause between people saying lines where it's almost like they didn't know what they were saying or what, like someone had to tell them what the line was. I felt like at times it seemed like only Seagal was the one only really trying in this movie, if that says anything. And it was kind of weird and all over the place. Like he decides to go home and then they shoot him and then he has this whole hospital stay. And then, even Seagal as the bad guy essentially kicks his ass without even taking a hit. But then because he admitted to or got caught shooting him on 911 call, then I guess that guy gets to win. I don't know. For me, I'm going to stick with an F because it just didn't. The Dusty Rhodes thing just didn't do it for me enough. But yeah,
Come on, man.
I can't see that.
You got DMX. You got Zach Ward, the kid who was in a Christmas Story as the bully with the yellow eyes. Come on.
DMX says, "You shot me."
Yeah, it's a perfect performance.
He never knows what he's saying. It's so stupid.
It's like
He's
they're
so
making
confused.
up dialogue as they go in this movie. And
Or
it was
when he
just,
was like, "Gremlins, motherfucker, watch it." Classic film. Classic film.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with an F on this one.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so we're at Dollar Store Keto.
All right. Fair enough. I don't think it belongs there,
All
but
right, so,
the tribe has spoken.
There's your Steven Seagal tier list. I think it's funny that only two of them didn't go where Bob voted, and he gets really angry at Code of Honor as if the other 14 didn't go his way, and he just can't. I cannot get over this. This
It's not my
atrocity.
fault y'all lost your damn minds when you got to that film.
It's an atrocity that a horrible Steven Seagal movie, as if there are good ones. It's because of how awful it is.
Ease, man.
Oh, that was
never
fun,
wrong.
though. I haven't
never
laughed
wrong.
this much in a long time, so this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, it was ridiculous.
The only thing is that y'all's takes were still better than MSK's. That's it.
Well, we
Well,
read the
because
book.
they were actual
so.
takes. That's why. We actually,
Dude. I've been seeing his brand new day takes, and I'm taking everything not to respond and just tell him how stupid he is. It's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, that was.
Well, you got to remember he first has to hear what all the red pillars are saying first, and then he's one of the got to go on YouTube first to see what his opinion is.
Yeah.
God forbid you have a actual real opinion.
Walter says that this Order of the Dragon hopefully sees the light of day. I think you guys mentioned it earlier. Might be another movie of his. When that comes out, we'll have to force ourselves to watch it and then come back.
Commentary.
he said, Walter says, "Say what you want about Seagal, but he has one of the most consistent filmographies."
That is so true.
You are not lying, my friend.
Oh,
Not lying. It's just I watch his movies for an entirely different reason. I can't anything that's even competently made behind him. I can't watch because the martial arts to me, it's just that's what I want to watch it for. An action movie, and it's just fuck, dude. Yeah, it's not good, but. That's the great part about these things, man. You can have fun, with everything. I think the best part about having people that are actually willing to say what their actual opinion is, and not be swayed by anything else is the best, and it gets the most fun out of it. I think so. But yeah, so that was awesome, guys. So what do you got going on this week there, Bob?
I should have a review out of the End of Oak Street, hopefully tomorrow. I'm working on it. I was working on it before this show, but being that it's getting late, I'll probably finish it in the morning and get it out then. And then we'll actually talk about the End of Oak Street again on Dad's Turn to Talk. We'll have a guest. We're going to have Sin from Sin's Corner on with us.
What did you think of the End of Oak Street?
The ending sucks. The ending sucks bad. The thing about the movie is it's frustrating to me because it gave me a lot of what I want, which is dinosaurs running around the neighborhood eating people. So it gave me what I wanted. But at the same time, there's no explanation for anything, especially when you get to the end. And that's what makes it frustrating to me. And that really dropped it for me. Plus,
so there's no reason why they went back in time. They just did.
Yeah, there's no reason or rhyme or whatever. And there's no explanation as to any consequences that the ending might cause
cool.
or anything like that.
It sounds like a Seagal film.
Yeah, exactly. They give you everything you want. You'll love it. Lapsed. So, the movie itself, I would have liked to have liked it more. I'm probably settling between a 4.5 or a 5 out of 10. Is kind of where I'm settling on my review. There's parts that I liked and parts that made me want to drink. So yeah. But there's that. And again, we're going to talk about that. Dad's Turn to Talk. We'll have Sin from Sin's Corner on. And we're also going to review the first episode of Lanterns on Dad's Turn to Talk as well.
Oh, did you see that 5-minute thing they released?
The which one?
The 5-minute little thing they released for.
Oh, Lanterns. I haven't checked it out because I'm kind of holding off until the show comes out on.
I'm already
Sunday.
Like, nope.
So, yeah, I don't have any good hopes for this one, but we're gonna give it a shot and see if it's any good, and hopefully it turns out better than expected. But yeah, I'm not.
Dude, do you understand how important that this show comes out at this time? Do you know how important it is, Bob?
Well, dude, I'll say this: DC's in a lot of trouble.
It's super important, the story that they're telling between these two diametrically color opposed people. Super important.
I think the show could light the way. I'm excited for it. I have
brightest day and darkest night.
But yeah. And then on Wednesday next week, I'll be on Chainsaw Reacts channel for the Council of Creators. So that's what I got going on.
Are you going to be on MSK show?
Should be, unless something pops up like the Night Dentist. But
he's got such quality shows.
But no, I'm as of right now, I should be there. I don't have anything going on Monday night that I'm aware of.
I do. It's called not going on MSK's show.
I almost feel like we have to make a Monday show just so you have a reason not to go on his show.
Tell you what, it makes you feel like you lost another job. Carrying that dead weight around for 90 minutes.
Great. What do you got going on this week?
Yeah, I hope to catch up on a whole bunch of flicks and stuff. Also working a lot on this new show that we're launching. So stay tuned. Definitely keep waiting for that because eventually. But other than that, watching a shitload of Jet Li movies this week. So looking for recommendations. Yeah. That's all I got going on. What about you? I guess Laps hasn't gone, has he? Laps,
that's
sir.
Good, Warren. I'll close it out. Okay. There's a couple announcements.
Yeah, I hope to go on and keep working on my book. I'm if anyone who doesn't know, I am a comic book artist and writer. I currently have my first ongoing series arc, The Adventures of Sig and Joe's, on Global Comics. There's a link in the description, and it's all free to read. I'm working on my new book, How the Squirrels Saved Longview, and I've been doing the entire thing live on my YouTube channel. So if you like and subscribe to the channel, you'll get to watch me create the comic book from scratch. Recently, I did a complete rewrite of the opening fight scene for the book, which has caused me to do 12 redraws on 12 pages. So I'm just now getting finished up with that and getting back on track. So if you guys want to watch a comic book getting made, if you want to talk, I have a very fun chat with lots of people who are energetic and talking about comics and all sorts of fun stuff. It's a real good, positive time period. Join me for that. On Monday, I have the Art Brothers Art Show where me and another comic creator, Melvin Cruz, do different topics. This Monday, we're going to be drawing characters from my personally favorite manga, Full Metal Alchemist. And then Tuesday, if I'm off, I will do another Squirrelathon where I spend 4 to 6 hours live drawing and catching up on artwork on the Squirrel book. So if you want to watch the comic making process, if you want to watch times when I do reaction videos, reviews, stuff along those lines, please like and subscribe to my channel. And then I will also be back here next Friday for the last panel, which I believe will be our top 5 Jet Li films, I believe. So, Laps, what do you have going on?
All right, so next week, we're going to do top 5 Jet Li movies, and then we'll have the card out after that. Not the next show, but the next show after that, you'll know what we're doing for the next 3 to 4 shows. There may be, I'm not sure what date it is, but it'll be in September. There might be a Friday I'm not here. So if I'm not, I just go ahead and do something. We'll figure something out that you guys want to do. But I know I have to travel one of those weeks. There's something I doing something for work. I think I'm not positive. I'm not 100% sure if it's happening, but every year this does happen. So I'm assuming that it's happening this year. It's usually the second week in September, but I'm not positive. Like I said, I don't know if they're making me go on a weekend or if they're making me go in during the week. So either way, I think I won't be here on Friday, or if I am, I'll just be getting back. If I can make it, I'll make it. But so we're gonna have a couple of shows. I think what I might do, there might be a few shows coming up that we're not live for, same format, but we're not live. Because I want to start doing a few shows that are pre-recorded, and then we put it out to grow the channel. It's hard to grow when you're just doing live shows. It's just hard. Not that we love everybody in here. We get like anywhere from 15 to 25 people watching, which is good for a channel with like no subscribers. You know, you guys are awesome at showing up. We love everybody that shows up. We want to do something more, but I think it's going to benefit the channel more if that we record stuff, let it sit, wait for the algorithm to pick it up, and then put hashtags and do all that, all the stuff that you normally do for a video. So I think that might happen. I'm going to talk to the guys about it, see what they think. But we will still have live shows, but I think we need to build this out a little bit. And I think that's the way to do it. So we'll keep you guys informed of everything. But here's the thing. Even if it's not live, it will premiere on Friday at 8:30 p.m. So the schedule won't change. And if it's a premiere video, you can go in and live chat. I might come in, do stuff like that. If we can, maybe something along those lines. But we might have 1 week where we're off so we can record that Friday show. So there's always something, for that week. So it doesn't change anybody's scheduling. So we don't have to do it. But anyway, those are some little things that have been going on and will be going on the channel. And we will have a Tuesday show. The Tuesday show will be pre-recorded. It will not be a live show, guys. So when we have these shows built up, me and Gray will keep you informed on the schedule, and it will be a Tuesday premiered show. So that's it. I just wanted to let everybody know. And but I'm going to hit that button, and everybody have a great weekend. Thank you all for being here. This was a lot of fun. Yeah. And as always, Bob is never wrong.
That's right.